a response. That's a response, but it's not one that gives me any information. So,
Well, he did just say that, he said that he might be late.
okay. All right. Well,
Every time.
so last week you guys wrapped up the gauntlet. You survived the gauntlet. You beat the Dark Horseman, grabbed some stuff and some loot off of him, and then rode on towards the fire forest. Before reaching the edge of the fire forest, you came upon a farm with a weird girl in the road that you talked with her, and then you met her dad, who was also pretty weird, and you got a long night's rest. And I have questions for some inspiration.
I have the first answer before you even ask it.
Hold on. No,
Because
no,
I
wait
heard that
for it.
hesitation. Her
Wait
name,
for it.
I
forgot that maybe
there's a
question,
house,
yeah.
and she didn't have a name, or did she?
Hold on.
Maybe it's a question. Who knows? It is, but who knows?
All right, so you know what? I'm going to jump to question 2 then. Question 2 is, in what manner was Kristen introduced to the party? AKA, her opening statement was read mimicking what?
A prophecy.
I will accept it.
Right? He said it so quick that you have to.
Song in the
Right.
world. All right, so Eric, you have inspiration.
I know. I'm already inspired.
Oh, I'm so inspired.
You want to give your inspiration to me?
17-year-old.
No, no. I already gave 3 inspiration die out, if I recall.
Well, hold on. We're getting there. Let's get through the questions
That's
first.
your inspiration.
Yeah.
That's
This
bardically.
is other inspiration. All right. How much damage or healing did
Does a
Moruk
witch-
do to the icy river?
Jesus Christ!
Dealt 14.
That is exactly right. You rolled a 6 and an 8.
I knew the 8.
Like he basically almost maxed it out. So both times. So that's why I was like, that's a good question. All right. So Moruk, you have inspiration.
Ooh,
Hey!
At the end of the chase through the gauntlet, who was out of dashes for the party? They had used up all of the dashes allotted to them. There were 2 people. If you can name one of them, you can get a point.
Ooh!
No,
No.
you answered already.
Get outta
shut
here.
up.
Oh.
Sorry, that was rude. Be quiet.
No, you were right.
All right.
Oh no!
You got this, Jen?
No,
Right.
I'm sorry. Am I
All
the
right.
last one to be able to answer?
So right now, I think Kevin and you, Jen, are the only two that are
Well,
left to
repeat the question. I
And-
don't remember any of the things you're asking.
Okay, at the end of the chase, as you guys were chasing through the gauntlet, the forest realm, all of that, who was out of dashes? There was a rule that you had a certain amount of dashes that you could use as a secondary bonus action until that number was up, and 2 people had used all of them at the end of the gauntlet. Do you know?
Literally
one of
no
those?
recollection of that. I don't even
All right.
remember that rule. I don't know
So-
where I was.
That's fine. I was throwing it to you just to see if you might remember, because I
Nope.
do know. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, because maybe you know this one, you don't know the next. I don't know. Whatever. Torrent.
Torrent
She was
one
the
of them.
first one
Torrent-
out. She was
Torrent
out
and
like
Kane.
very beginning.
Yes, when
I didn't
when
remember
Kane
anyone
dashed-
else.
when
I
Kane
thought I was
dashed
out of
across the ice,
dashes.
You had one.
Whatever.
left.
So
Oh,
just
okay.
you literally could have said anyone. You would have been right.
All right.
Apparently.
You could have said anybody except, but anyways. All right, next question. What were 2 things mentioned which adorned the walls in Hayden and Kristen's house? There were 2 things mentioned.
Oh.
If you don't know, we can pass and ask the last question, and then I'll open it up to the party, and if somebody in the party knows the answer to that, we'll give it to Chris's character if he hasn't shown it.
I do.
Okay, and then the last question
Some of it.
is, as Kane and Mel respectively kick their doors out, what did each of them hit in their surprise actions? Mel hit something with the door, Kane hit something with the door. What did they hit?
no fucking clue. I don't know where
Mel's
I was.
like, I'm just killing stuff.
It's
I don't
like,
care.
Did I pass out
I've-
at the end of last game?
I've
Do you
never
not remember?
registered any destruction that I've caused. I just know that I do it.
Either living
No,
or dead.
I'm the
I never
sweetest
look
one.
behind me.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting here skipping along, like skipping my Morning Star.
Kane's
I
there.
didn't realize
I
I was
mean,
hitting
who can
anything.
blame her?
So, all right, how about this? So, I'm going to say you don't get inspiration, Mel. So you didn't get a question.
That's fine. I already
Um,
have inspiration from something else.
And then if Kevin, you want to guess on one of those
Paintings.
paintings
Lots
is one
of
of the
And
choices.
was it goblins? Did they hit a goblin?
So Mel hit a skeleton. I'm sorry, Mel hit a
Skeleton.
goblin.
No.
Kane hit a
Yeah,
skeleton.
he did hit. Yeah, that's right. Because then, yeah, yep. The skeleton.
And then the two
That I
items that
didn't
were on
remember.
the walls were fine artwork, which you mentioned. So Kane has inspiration as well. You guys got more than 3 correct, or you got 3 plus correct, so I don't get inspiration. Boo. And there was also a finely crafted warhammer hanging over the fireplace.
Yes, that's
Was
right.
that Madrigore's Warhammer?
I have to go back, but I think you just said the right word, but you don't get any extra points. So shut up.
Oh.
No.
See, that's
Can I-
the correct way to deal with Eric.
Oh. It sounds like you're the one who's not getting the extra bar die. I only needed.
Mandragore.
You
Yeah,
only got 3,
It was
so.
Mandragore's Warhammer, but I thought asking whose Warhammer it was too finite of a question, but apparently not for Johnny Notes. So
Right.
nice. All right.
I didn't have that one.
Okay, and so with that, I just want to say that you guys got a full night's rest. You woke up, you heard things rattling around at the 2 doors, the front door and the back door of the house. Mel went to the front door, Kane went to the back door, and as part of your surprise round, after getting yourselves into position, you both kicked the doors open. Mel surprising a goblin and taking some hit points away from it, as it was like, oh god! Kane hitting a skeleton who just sort of went clank, 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 or creak, 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 because it's bones. And then we're going to go into initiative from there. So let me move you guys to the map so you can see what's going on. Boom. Boom. Get some of this going.
All right, as you're doing that, I just happened to be looking at the characters and saw if you click into the campaign, there's a launch game button. D&D's trying to do their own tabletop. I don't know if it's worth anything, but become a master tier subscriber today. I think we have one in here. Correct.
What do you need?
Master tier subscriber on D&D Beyond.
Like in the campaign?
Yeah, so on your character sheet, if you click in campaign underworld, and then the whole list of everyone comes down, there's launch game. And it pops up, and it's just like, it might be terrible. I mean, I would put more money on the fact that it is, but just saying.
Your DM is currently not hosting the game, but I launched it.
Interesting. We might have to play around with that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what that looks like. But for right now,
It's dark.
everybody should
It's
oh, dark?
Yes,
Yeah,
I see.
I'm looking for
I
my
see
character
us.
to be able to roll my initiative attached to my character, but
You guys
can't find
rolled
me.
your initiative last.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
he's already.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got that all set.
He had a week to get it done, so.
we're going first. That's what I remember.
Right, yes.
Is there supposed to be light?
All right. Jeez, Eric. We've been over.
Hey, there we
All
go.
right. I'm like, oh, you guys can't see. Let me take this. Guys, I can't see. I know. I'm working on it. So anyway,
Tom, it's a little dark.
it's a little dark, Tom. Okay. So it is your turn. Kristen, Hayden, and Torrent are also on your turn. I will make them do stuff and things unless you want to tell me specifically what you want them to do. But it is your turn, so you guys let me know what's going on and what you're doing.
Can excuse me. Can Crystal fight?
Kristen, good call back there.
Can you also put me in the initiative turn order?
You're going now.
You're-
Whatever.
You're all going now. Kristen,
Okay.
Hayden, Torrent,
Oh.
and Mel represent
He's gonna skip
everybody
you.
that's in the house.
Okay.
Yes, he
I didn't
definitely
mean
is,
any-
but that's okay.
You're all going now.
But we'll remember.
We talked about if you wanted to go separately or together. You said together. Mel rolled highest. That's why she's
All right.
Okay.
You're
The two frontliners are getting getting an inspiration die each,
Okay.
and then who wants the third one? Because I think Tom had granted me the ability to get 3 at last for this bonus action.
I just feel that like somewhere outside someone goes, "I'll take it."
The skeleton.
Oh, I'll also. I forgot to mention something. Mel, you see something because this went off as your surprise round went off, and that is that one of the orcs that you can see gets much bigger right outside the door.
like he gets bigger as in he's getting closer, or he gets bigger like he magically grows.
Oh no! Like just drank a potion and is now much bigger.
Really, Tom?
Fucking,
No.
that's
fucking
right.
Rita
Small.
Repulsa
Where
over
we
here.
are.
Far away.
Near.
I just don't get it, Ted.
There was a chance. There was a chance for that to fit in, but also I was like, nah.
I get it. It's very obscure, and you had to tell me about it and give me the DVDs.
And then you were like, "Oh, I see now." Okay.
Oh, and then I bought the first 2 seasons.
And then you're like, "Oh, this is really good."
This is excellent. Holy shit, let's go.
Okay, so sorry. Who wants the extra inspiration from Sylvanus?
I mean,
I mean, he did say he wasn't going to give it to somebody.
That's true.
yeah, it was me. So,
I
and that's fair. And
guess-
honestly,
I get-
I don't know how much. Like, you can use it on saves and stuff, right?
you
Saves
can
and ability,
use it on. You can use it on one ability check, or attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, that's right. You can use it on attack rolls. That's right.
So I guess that means Kane gets it.
Yeah, Kane and Mel.
Double inspired.
They're the
Already.
frontliners.
Right. I mean,
And,
if anything,
Morak.
like we kind of have 3 frontliners. But yeah, Moruk, I'm throwing out stuff that makes saves. All right, so my turn. I'm throwing a Shield of Faith for Kane. Your AC is now a 21.
Sweet.
As long as I'm concentrating. Cast that. And then with the skeleton right there, he can go ahead and make a Sacred Flame dex save. All those dexterous skeletons.
Oh, all those skellies. Where is my dice? Oh, they're right here. That's right.
Can I also use Sacred Flame on the skeleton?
I think so. That is a failed roll for the skeleton. The skeleton rolled
Nice.
4.
So that is 6 radiant damage. Hopefully more. But probably not.
Now, I was just gonna say, wait a minute. Does your spell do something specifically? Because no, otherwise.
No, just radiant and skeletons and bad and zombies and shit. I know, it's 5th edition.
I know. So I'll just quickly do this. Boop, bank, boop. That skelly's looking pretty bad.
Give it another dex throw for 15.
Hold on. What are you doing? You cast spells. You gave inspiration. What are you
I
doing?
thought the inspiration was bonus.
Yeah,
on
that was the prep time.
Yeah.
We were just actually assigning it this time because you gave us
okay. I'm
3
sorry. I thought you were
turns and
saying
whatever.
that you were doing it. Okay. All right. Understood.
I'm just gonna cast bonus actions all day.
You're casting spells. That looks cool. I'll cast
Fine,
another one.
but
Fine, whatever.
stop it.
All right. No, what do you
I have a Sacred Flame as well.
And so it is a what for a save?
Dex 15.
Oh, that was only a 7.
Oh, he moved up by 1, just like Eric did.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh,
Take
Damage
8.
up by 2.
really radiant flaming it up. And so with that, let's go this and go. Wham. He's dead. It's dead.
Hey,
They're dead.
high five.
So Venice looks around. Nobody high fives him.
Oh.
No, Nim would definitely be up for a high five with that combo Radiant Flame. Sacred Flame. It was very sacred.
Sacred.
Almost sacrilegious.
I mean,
All right.
I don't know if Savenis is just copying me, or what he's doing with his bardic elvish stuff, but you know, hey, if it works, it works.
All right. So, Nim, are you doing anything else? Venice, are you all done? We can check.
I'm all done.
All right. That's 2 down. Everybody else, what are you guys doing? Nothing. The bad guys can go. Sweet.
All right, bat. Yeah, right. They don't have Sacred Flame, so they don't know what to do.
They're like, oh my god, these guys have magic. To be
Holy
completely
shit.
honest, though, they came here to grab 2 magic users, and now there's more magic users. So in a way, they're probably shitting their pants a little bit.
Well, I mean, they're magic users as well. If a cleric is able to be in there, right? As a former Inquisitor,
Oh, yeah, I
like
can see that. Yeah. Okay.
you know, so magic isn't completely unknown to
No.
them.
So
but
remember, it's magic that has not bent the knee to the Regisarian Empire. Is
Yeah.
magic that is not allowable right now. That's the whole reason Gate Pass came under siege. That's why the school was under barrage, etc.
well, Gate Pass has been under siege before too, and you know, for reasons and the control. And I read the player handout.
Yeah. So, Mel, what are you doing?
I guess I will, as a bonus action, cast Sacred Weapon
Okay.
on my Morning Star.
Okay.
Are you making it magical?
Yeah. That's what we wanted to do, right? Or no? Did I miss that?
I mean,
So I think Sacred Weapon is like the thing that like floats around.
Spiritual
Then-
weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, right?
And then
So-
the other one is
Sacred Weapon.
magic.
Magic weapon, yeah. And that makes your weapon
like a plus
magical, but it's not. Does it do +1?
one. I
Yeah.
thought that's what it did. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a +3.
There's no.
Holy shit.
I have +3 to my attack rolls.
What spell is this? I mean,
This is my channel divinity, which I'm allowed to do once every short rest.
That
I'm
okay,
sorry.
that's awesome. All right.
This is. I'm sorry. I thought
Different
you were casting,
thing
like,
entirely.
spell. That's why I was
Awesome.
like, "There's no way."
Then
But
fuck yeah. This is what we want.
Okay.
okay.
Just didn't know if I was
Also,
fucking it up.
Torrent reaches over and
No,
touches
no, no, no.
you and gives you guidance.
Okay, cool.
Just so guidance is +4. I'm sorry. Roll a d4 and add the number to ability checks of your choice.
Okay. Also, with that, just ability check, not like an attack.
Correct. Yeah. It
Okay.
won't help with the attack, but if anything comes up, she gives
Gotcha.
you guidance for that.
So I have that.
Yeah, just
Um,
your inspiration, and your inspiration can help with those.
So then I will. And that the guy that just enlarged, he's within 5 feet of me.
No, he's 10 feet away,
Oops.
but you're in reach of him.
Got it. I'm gonna step towards him.
You have to. Where are you going to go? Because you'd have to step through the doorway, and the goblin you just hit with the door is in your way.
Can you make the bad guy illuminate on the screen? Do I see him on this map or no?
I think you're going to have to step outside. I don't think I can open doors.
Is it a door?
It is a door.
Like I know. All right.
Because I see
Hold
a door
on.
into a bedroom, a
Let-
door into a
let me-
bedroom, door
let
into
me-
a bedroom.
Let me change my question. Is it a door in Roll20? Because I know it's an actual door, like she's in a doorway.
Right, there's no door around me, so I just don't know which way to
It's
go.
not a door that is allowing me to, like, alter it or do whatever. Like, yeah, I can't do anything with it. I can't click it, can't do anything.
Okay,
So Mel, hold on. Look.
okay, got it. And
Big
that
guy
guy
that's
is right in front
you,
of
10 feet away. The guy that's right to the south of you right here
Okay.
is the guy in the doorway. That's who you just hit. And then,
All right.
And then there's a skelly to the left of the door.
All right. So, and am I able to take out the goblin without stepping through the door, or do I need to step through the door?
No, so the door's open. You kick the
Okay.
door open. It's just
Okay.
this map isn't letting me do that. So
Gotcha. Okay. So then this attack will go to the goblin,
okay.
and
And did I think so? Venice gave you inspiration. So if you want to, you can add a D4 to this, right? So Venice.
That is correct.
No. Okay. All right.
Eric died, but that's correct.
Jesus Christ. Six. Okay.
It's not funny. That's really going to throw the rest of this summer into a tailspin if I get stuff playing.
Motherfucker.
Oh no.
Wait, get a +3 to that attack. Or wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What? Why did it roll that? Oh, so that's what I was supposed to roll. My bad. I was supposed to roll that, not that.
So you only rolled a 7 to hit.
Hold on, I'm seeing something else that popped up. What did it say I rolled? It was the channel divinity roll, so it would have been the 12.
All right. So 12 is a miss, but if you want to, you could try to add your inspiration to that.
Yeah, I also have a re-roll inspiration from you that I didn't use last.
Yeah, and like I said, you can stack those. You can't stack them using them multiple times, but you can collect multiple ones and hold on to them. So yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose the DM's re-roll inspiration.
Okay.
To re-roll that, can I do that?
Yeah. Have at it.
And then, if I need to, I'll add the D4 other inspiration. So that's what I roll. Still fucking shit. All right.
Oh no!
Uh-huh. And then I get a D4 I can add to that.
No. I'm gonna
Or
be
can
real.
I take the higher roll?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now that the D4 is not going to affect
Okay.
either of those rolls to hit. So
Okay.
wait, so you rolled a 7 and a 6 to hit, correct?
Hold on. I'm switching screens.
Oh shit! How did you do that, Kevin? Did you
A
do that?
12 and a 6.
Yes.
How
So
did you do it?
So it's the light layer. It's the orange block.
Can you open the back door too? Then
I am.
in front of Kane. All right, perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
So
Thank
so
you.
just so you know, on the bottom left, you've got layers, GM, light,
Yep.
the sun. Click on that real quick. And this
And it has
this
the door-
orange
the
block.
door- Oh shit! The windows and all that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank
God,
you, Kevin.
no problem. I love having access to that.
I'm glad somebody, because I'm like, they marked on the map. They should be able to work, but they just don't. So okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not like the ones that I put in when I've discovered that it's like, holy shit, Roll20 put these things in that you guys can interact with.
Yeah.
but it's just blocks in the light layer that you'll have to just adjust because we can't.
So
I can't.
So I just want to clear up before we move on. So Mel, what were your 2 rolls?
12 and a 6.
All right. So if you want to try to put the
D4 on the 12?
you can try to do that because that might hit.
Is it only a D4 right now?
Yes. Yeah, because you guys are only level 4.
When does that move up?
I think it's
5.
either 5 or 6.
Oh my
Most of the spells are
god.
5. Soon.
Just another fucking reason we should have been 5.
All right. So
Wait a second. Hold on. Bardic Inspiration. As a bonus action, a creature within 60 feet gains 1 inspiration die, 1d6. I'm reading it off of his character.
Oh,
The 4 is
so
good.
Sweet, but
Never mind.
you know what? It doesn't matter because the 4 was more than enough. She only needed 2 points to make it a hit. So now you do hit the goblin.
That's 1/2
What do you
versus
do-
1/3.
What do you do for damage?
That was a lot harder than I thought.
It was a lot of work. You got there though.
Just
All right.
fucking got there. Okay, so that sacred weapon is only good for attacks, not damage.
Okay.
And that's gonna last for a minute. And I did a whole bunch of damage right there.
Okay. So 4 points of damage to it. Okay. This thing is looking pretty beat up after the door and that. But that said,
That's my
is
turn.
I think Torrent's going to go directly after you. She's going to take a swing at the same goblin to try to take it out. Torrent, what are your stats? All right. Did anybody give inspiration to Torrent by any chance?
We've already
No.
established who they went to.
No, we didn't. Okay, so Torrent misses with her axe.
Well, did Torrent get one of the questions right? She could have said herself.
I can't answer
God,
the questions for Torrent,
like
sorry.
seriously.
Torrent didn't
Oh,
know.
me? Duh. Hello, I was the first one. Like
All right.
in the first episode of the chase.
Mel done. Torrent done. So Venice done. Nim done. Kane, Moruck, Kristen, Hayden. What are you guys doing?
I'm still trying to figure out what the situation is.
You are at the back door. You kicked it open and smashed in a skeleton's face. And before it could react, Sylvanas and Nim cast fire spells that burnt it to a crisp with radiant flames. What do you want to do?
Is there? And I don't see anything else.
Out the back door, you see an open field. You see the edges of a stone wall that surrounds the house. And you hear the sounds of battle coming from the other doorway.
Let's see. I'm gonna take a step outside, which does nothing
Alright.
for my. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. As soon as you
Yep.
step outside, you trigger somebody else's reaction, and a crossbow bolt fires at you. I rolled 2 6s. Neither of those are going to add up to hit you, son of a bitch. And you hear from somewhere, if you'd like to roll a perception check, I can tell you where, a voice that goes, "Shit, I missed!"
Goddamn Tinker.
I was gonna say, we're going to attack the sneaker.
Well, all goblins now sound
Finally
like Tinker
got
Time
his
Ride.
revenge.
Could I throw out a perception check too?
Yes, you both can.
Because I would definitely be following, backing him up. Okay, that was. That was some. Oh, okay, 15.
15,
I got-
unfortunately, does not see.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, so the two of you definitely heard what sounded
15
like a
doesn't? Shit.
goblin. Doesn't see it. Well, so realize that the goblin took a hiding position somewhere, set himself up. If
Yeah, and then he
anybody stepped
shot
out that door.
at Kane.
That's true, but don't see him.
Yep.
A goblin shot?
Goblin shot.
Yes.
No. There's
Goblin
another goblin, not the
sharpshooter?
goblin that you guys can see.
Okay. They're going now?
No. It was a
No,
ready
the
action.
reaction.
If anybody stepped
Got it.
outside. So Kane, you can continue your turn. A crossbow bolt fires by you, but does no damage. It just clatters to the into the side of the building.
They might be behind the wall.
You also know. I will also say that if just in case you guys are zoomed way in on the map, there's also a set of stones up here, and a stable building down here that are potential like vantage points that the shot could have come from.
I can see the stables.
Yeah, the word is right there.
I can see it's just
It helps.
it's just
You don't
hovering
have to
above the
scroll
building.
all the way down. You just have to go like 10 feet out.
All right, so you stepped outside, Kane. What are you doing
I
for the
did.
rest of your turn? You don't see anybody else around back here. Clearly, somebody did just try to assault you, but you do know that there is a fight to the front of the building.
And the wall here, how tall is that?
Maybe like 3 feet tall.
So it wouldn't be anything to just hop over.
Yeah. I wouldn't even make you make an athletics check.
All right. Well, I'm gonna double move.
Okay.
I can put this back. Come down,
I can't
check out
believe
the
we're
table.
rolled 2 6s. Damn it. All right, as you get closer, give me another perception check.
And I'm gonna follow him. And that's all I can do is get to there. He just takes off, and I'm like, me too. Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess.
I don't run.
Yeah,
That's for Saturday.
I don't know. Would we call that running or bailing?
Yeah, Mel sees her brother and,
Mhm.
and
Just take the fuck
sometimes
off.
dead
Like, cool,
partner and
And
another
I have
female
a
runner
giant
back.
fucking ogre standing
Right.
in front of
Well, let's get this straight. It's an
I-
orc. It's not an orc.
I
Even
mean,
better.
I have to take care of Kane
Kane, you got a
for
20?
Mel as well.
Kane, did
if-
you just
if
say
When I
you
my
get
got
that
strategy
goblin,
is to
was I able
split
to,
them
like,
up.
Close the door.
So, Kane, you said you got a 20?
20.
So as you get closer, you clearly see a goblin who's like ducked down behind a bay of hail right now. Hail. Bay. Oh, I can't even
Hail.
say it. Shut up.
Hail.
Oh, hey.
A bale of hay.
A hail of
oh
bay.
My God, that was too difficult. You guys are not helping. You're not helping. So
We're not
I
supposed
think
to
we
be.
were
he-
all
don't
telling
think
you the
you-
same correct thing.
Don't
You-
mistake our
and
intentions. It
and
wasn't
he-
to help.
and he throws down.
No such thing as last guiding.
And he pulls out a short sword. Okay, so you double move. That's your turn.
No
We've
idea
got
what's happening.
Moruck, Hayden, and Kristen left. Moruck, what are you doing?
Am I supposed to go too?
Oh my God! You have done so much. You've cast spells. You bonus cast spells.
Oh,
What
I
the hell
thought we
are you doing?
were. I thought we were already in a different round.
No.
No, we're still trying to
No,
get to the first round.
okay. The only thing
okay.
that has happened is one goblin had a reaction.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right. Sorry.
I just haven't used my move action, so once Kane started moving out, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna
What
follow,
are you doing?
make sure he's okay. Oh my God, he's so far away.
All right. Never mind.
Now I understand what everyone feels like with Gust. Gotcha. All right, sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm actually whatever. Moving on. This game. Moruck, I think, is all that's left.
Yes. Moruck, Kristen, Hayden.
Well,
What do you get?
yeah, right. And then the other two. Can Kristen do anything? I'm pretty sure I asked that, but I said Crystal
Yes, she
intentionally.
can. I
But
was
anyway.
just waiting. I was waiting to see what everybody else did.
This guy. Big guy right
Big
there.
guy. Yep.
Sure.
saving throw.
I'm pretty sure just as a bonus action I can cast Hex on him.
Okay.
Place
Did
a
you get
curse.
save
I don't think so. Place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to a target whenever you hit with an attack. Also, choose one ability score. You get disadvantage on that. So I'm going to just say strength. Unless... wait.
Well, I mean, technically you have inspiration, so you'd be able to get that back if you really needed to.
What do you mean?
Wait, don't you have inspiration?
I do. That shouldn't affect this guy.
No, but I mean, like, if you take disadvantage on anything.
No,
Check-
No, this
gives
is
him
I'm-
to have a disadvantage.
Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah, I'm hexing him.
Got it.
But I'm trying to figure out what would be best.
I think you were right.
Wisdom?
You know, because it's
Okay.
ability checks, and the only ability checks generally that you're gonna have come up would be him trying to grab. Right? Otherwise,
Right.
it would be like a save.
Oh yeah, that's not as good as I thought, but that's fine. All right, strength, all the same. And
it's like- If I'm thinking of like if we did have something like this where like you could cast it, and like Eric and I just threw out Sacred Flame, which is a dex save. So like maybe that, but since it's ability, oh,
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
You okay, Kevin? What was that?
It's not
a
gonna just,
disappointment in hex.
and then I'm just gonna cast Magic Missile at him,
Okay.
and I should roll. All right, so that's
Excellent.
9 damage, and then the necrotic for the hits. Never find that. Hex. 1. That sucks. 2. That's better.
Well, it's gonna be hard to be worse.
Oh my God. What?
Well,
So
anything's
wait. So the
possible.
hex affects each one of the magic missiles?
Yeah, it should.
Each time you hit it with an attack,
Yeah, but isn't it?
and those
one
are
attack-
unerring attacks.
I thought it was one attack that has 3 darts.
It does have.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. And they each are their own hit.
But the
You
casting-
create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. So if I were to choose 3 different creatures, they would still get 1d6 necrotic because those are all separate hits.
Correct. But if you're all hitting the same one, I would think you could only do it once.
Oh, that would reduce. Oh, the darts
Well, no,
all
it's-
strike simultaneously, and you hit them. You can direct them to hit one or several. So when they're all happening simultaneously, but those are like 3 hits happening at the same time, right? 1, 2, 3. They're like, you know.
I feel like I don't want to nerf. I don't want to not let you do this, but I also feel like I would let you do this if you hit 3 separate targets, but where they're all hitting one instantaneously and it's the same attack. Like you're not taking 3 separate shots. You're casting a spell that just happens to have 3 separate darts hitting one target, and it makes me feel like you would get the what is it? The hex damage once for that, but if you did it to multiple creatures, then you could spread that out against all of them. That's my thought. But if we want a counter argument, that's fine.
If I had Eldritch Blast, and I have at higher levels, I have like 3 hits with Eldritch Blast. I would get 3d6 then, right?
Yes, because so just like a fighter who has 3 strikes that he could do, you would have 3 Eldritch Blasts that you could do as effectively the comparison to do, and then your hex would go with each one of those. It's a separate Eldritch Blast each time.
Okay. Can I, if I want to do this going forward, can I roll 3d6 and take the highest?
I think that sounds good. Sure.
All right. So 9, and then plus 5. Yep. So 14 to this guy.
Okay. This guy takes some damage. Doesn't like that. Says some stuff in Orc that maybe you don't appreciate. Are you standing strong? Are you moving? What are you doing?
Moruk actually understands orc. So
I do.
That's why I said maybe stuff he doesn't
I know.
appreciate. Yeah, okay. All right. I was like, wait a minute.
I know.
thought I knew
Obviously,
what I
he
was
understands orc. He is an orc. But does
don't
everyone else?
don't
No,
be
I do.
orcish. Don't be orcist.
I'm not. I speak orc.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Glad that you're a liberal. Move on.
I'm going
Wow,
to.
look at what Maine has done to you.
Spicy because I got bad news today. That's all.
I'll run back over here near Nim, and I'm good. That's
Right.
everything I can do.
Kristen is going to follow suit and try and hit the goblin in the doorway with a magic missile. She's not going to try to. She's going to cast it and get that done. So 3d4. Right.
But
level,
she gets all the hex damage on each of them.
She does not have any. But it's 3d4 plus 3, right? Because it's +1 for each one of the hits.
Well, yes. Yeah, if it's all on one. Yeah.
All right. So
You roll
okay, roll
1d4.
a 4, a 2. Wait, what was it?
You roll 1d4 plus 1, and then all the missiles deal the same damage.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's
Well, you know what?
that's rules as written, but either way.
Yeah.
Just
so
like-
she
just
I
like
rolled 3 and 4,
criticals.
but it averaged out. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 4. So 6, 7 plus 3, 10 damage to the goblin. The goblin had exactly 10 damage left. 10 health left, I should say. And the goblin croaks on the doorway. She goes, "I'm helping." Hayden goes, "Stay there." And then he moves up to right here and goes and casts Dominate. But as he starts to cast Dominate, Moruk,
No,
why don't...
don't.
Actually, Moruk, you're not there anymore. I think probably the most arcane sensitive person is Savenus. Savenus, give me an Arcana check.
He might just be the most arcane. No, he's definitely not. Moruk is. You're right.
Most arc nasty. And now you have no
Right.
idea what's happening, but all of a sudden, Hayden's words get caught in his throat, and he's like, and he can't complete the spell. And that, unless
I know what
anybody's
it
going to
was.
do any other moving, that's what you got. And it goes to the bad guys. Okay, let's do this. All right. This guy that's over here pulls out a short sword. I should probably put him on the right layer now.
That's short sword. You just happen to see me.
Correct response.
He's gonna run out and try and go, "I gotta get you!" In classic style, Tinker style, he's gonna try and stab at Kane.
I like how he's treating Kane like he's a toddler. Look, I get you! I'm going to stab you!
All right, Kane, does an 18 hit you?
No.
No? So the goblin runs out with his short sword and is like, "Ah!" Clang against your armor. And you just look at him and he's like, "Ah! Ow! Ow!"
Nice to meet you.
Can
You
we be
wouldn't hit a
friends?
goblin with glasses, would you?
So that was his turn. We're going to go
Fuck, brings you
to
need
Skeleton. Which skeleton is this? He's dead. Take him off. We're going to go to this guy who's suddenly going to appear. Token. Bam. Put him on the layer. Token layer. Let's go back. He, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, is going to rush up here and is going to take a swing at Mel. Mel, I'm going to give you some partial cover, so your AC is going to go up by 2. But I'm going to take a swing at you. You ready? Better be.
Ready.
That's a 6. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
All right, so he runs up. Whack! His axe hits the door frame, but misses you. It goes to
How long is that AC improvement?
just for
Just
against him.
Yep,
Because
got
he's
it.
swinging from around a door,
Got it.
at the angle of the door. All right,
Situational
somebody-
bonus.
situational boni.
Actually.
something's going to happen, and everybody in the house, give me a perception check.
I'm in my house. Does that count?
I think you're in the House of Pain, at least for the goblin. All right. Mel and
Jump
Venice, you guys start to jump around. No, you guys, maybe you do with this.
Wait,
You
we're
realize
jumping around?
you,
Is this House of Pain?
everything is silent. There is no sound in the house right now. As if somebody just cast silence.
Quietness at
Which,
level
which
3.
really sucks when you're going to cast spells. All right, let's go to this guy. This guy is dead. Take him off. But the Skelly is not, right? Skelly? Yes. Oh, that Skelly's dead too. Oh boy. Wait, where's my other Skelly? Oh, maybe I took the wrong Skelly out. Oh, whatever. This guy's gonna go. The other Skelly's gonna attack Mel. Here you go, Mel. Skelly. That's a natural one. He's not. You know what? He swings his sword, and it gets stuck in the door, and he makes. What's the matter?
Right in the hinges.
Right? Yeah. Oh, if he could talk, he'd be like, "Oh, hinges, my enemy."
But he
It's like
can't
when you got
because
locked out of
silence.
the bathroom.
Yeah, if only he could speak. However, it now goes to a character whose name is Smiley. Smiley. This guy.
Spoiler alert.
Smiley looks at Mel and smiles, and then swings at you.
Do I get that boon to my AC still?
You definitely don't get a boon against him. And does a 24 hit you?
Well, if I had that boon, it would hit me.
If I had a boon, still get me. All right, so I need one of these. I need one of these. I need that.
Peace out, guys. It's been fun.
Well, no, it wasn't. You're lucky it wasn't a critical hit. This was, in fact, this was 14 points of damage as this huge great axe comes by and just like cleaves into like your left shoulder. You feel your arm slump a little bit as you're like, ah! But nobody hears it because it's all silence, and all you can see is the big green guy smiling at you.
Oh no.
All right, so the skeleton went, this guy went, that guy went, that guy went, that guy went, this guy went, that guy went. These are dead, 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 dead. It is your turn, everybody. What do you want to do?
Well,
Can I see, like, looking at the mechanism of this door, is there a way to sort of barricade it? Like, is there, like, do they have, like, a bar that goes across it that gets closed, or any
Well, so
any
you
sort of...
kick the door out, so you'd have to reach out to open it.
You mean to pull it closed again?
Yeah, to pull it closed again,
Yep.
which would, well, I'm gonna say that with the skeleton lodging his sword in the hinges because of the nat 1, might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
isn't it convenient how a nat 1 works out for Tom?
How would I know that you wanted to do that? Jeez.
I mean, I'm literally the one who said the door went through the hinges. But
And
okay.
yet, Tom.
But
Damn
do I
it, Tom,
see any
following what I said.
mechanism before I would even consider that? Do I see any mechanism on my side, on the inside of this, that would suggest if I were able to get that door closed, that I could lock it in any sort of significant way, like not just like one of these bullshit cottage, locks. Like, is there
Do you know? Have you ever seen like a top bolt in a door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there was a
That's like
top
that.
bolt.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but you also
I
realize that
smattered
with like kicking the door open,
Yeah.
with like the skeleton's recent attack to it, all of that, if you could rest the door into the closed position, you'd have to step out to do it and then
Okay.
step back. And if you did that, that might provoke, but also
Yep.
door might be so warped that it would be difficult. It's not impossible. It just has some potential fallout to it.
And am I standing in like a living room, sort of dining room, kitchen space? Is there what furniture is around me?
There's a stone chair directly behind you. That's the diagonal square that's right behind you on the map.
Okay. And-
As Mel is pondering this, does anybody else want something?
And the only of my party that I see is Sylvanas
Torrent is to your north.
behind me.
Yep. So Venice is kind of behind you. Hayden, the sort of
guy.
burly gruff farmer, right behind you, and Kristen's in the back corner.
All right. Fuck it. Then I will smash some bones.
All right. Remember, if you're going to try to do anything like smiting or whatever, we got to find out if there is a verbal component because you cannot cast right now.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about smiting. Let me look and see.
I honestly don't
But you're
know
playing a
if there's
paladin.
verbal component.
And yeah.
No, it just goes.
You just burn it? Okay.
Smite just happens, baby.
It smite just happened.
All right, fair enough.
Come on, it wasn't terrible.
I know,
It was
I know,
great.
I know. That's one of those ones where I'm like, all right, Tom. Again, I'm not
giving-
laughing at it, but you
Don't
full
want
credit.
Okay.
No, not even that. I'm just not. But I enjoyed it enough where it's like, I want you to know that I liked it, but you wouldn't know
You wouldn't know by
from me
myself.
laughing because I'm not gonna. Not out of any sort of stance that I'm taking. It just wasn't worth laughing. But I want you to know it was good. It was excellent. Smite
My
just
fucking
happened.
God.
I did like it.
Oh my god, that's a
Fuck this
5.
paladin.
Oh,
Don't,
good,
okay.
good thing for that +3, or else these rolls would be embarrassing.
Anybody aid me? Oh no, that was because I was a rogue. I
As
think.
you swing, your blade hits the sword that's stuck in the
Did it
door,
knock it out?
and the door literally falls off its hinges,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's just like it's not there anymore.
Cool. Well, that was my whole turn, guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could move. You might provoke, but you could move.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna hold ground because everybody's gone, and we still have these people.
You're really talking so shit game against Torrent and Sylvanas right now.
Everybody's
You're
fucking
just
gone.
like everyone's
She's not-
I
gone.
have these
She's
little
not saying
women.
anything.
She just said everyone's gone.
She's not saying
can't hear
a
anything.
fucking thing.
That's true. We can't hear anything.
hear-
No
Okay,
one-
You're right.
These
You're
are
right.
thoughts
No one
in my
can
head.
hear
Her
her
body language.
bitching
She does
about
not think
the
that you guys are
the
worth
fact that she is currently being flanked by teammates, and she's like, no one's here for me. Just because I separated her from Kane
Exactly.
for all of not even 30 seconds yet.
Yep. I am freaking
And then
out.
I stepped outside the door to make sure Kane's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she's just like,
So the
abandoned!
only thing that matters to
Torrent.
me. I don't
Torrent's
walk
gonna
out.
run away. No, Torrent's gonna move right here, and Torrent's
See?
Torrent's gonna take.
If
a
that
shot
one
at the big
mattered,
guy.
I'd be offended by her leaving too.
Torrent's gonna take a shot at the big guy. I just realized how bad she is with this, but let's see what happens.
Perfect.
Oh, actually, nope, she misses. She takes a shot with her short crossbow and just shoots into the hillock behind him. He just continues to smile and ready his.
Glad you're
his
part of the team.
well, let's see what does Sylvanas bring to this right now?
Can
Sylvanas-
I attack through the doorway at all? Do I have enough room to attack the guy to the south?
You cannot attack this guy.
Alright.
He is around the corner. You would have to step. Well,
What
you know
if,
what? You
what if
could-
he
you could-
stabs through the wall?
you-
That'd be
Well,
badass.
it's a shitty building, but he's also a skeleton, so you might miss him with that. You could step into the doorway into
Okay.
Mel
You've
Square
seen
to
Scream
attack.
2?
Hold on, you could just let me tell you this before you say okay. If you step into Mel Square, because you can move into a friendly square, you could attack. But once you step out of that, you would provoke from 2 people, maybe 3.
Who would I provoke from?
You would provoke from the guy that's right here. The guy that's right here that you're going to step up and attack. And you're going to provoke from the big guy who's got 10 foot reach.
Ah, okay.
So, I mean, absolutely, run up there and do that. Be a hero. When you step away, you're gonna provoke.
Just see. The problem is I have all my spells are vocal, so
It's almost like the Inquisitor knows what spellcasters need to do, and that's why he came here ready. Hayden's gonna try to move back to find out if he can get outside the range of the spell. And he goes here, sees the skeleton, and doesn't want to go any further. Kristen stays in the corner where she is.
Is Torin moving back at all? And Mel, could you move back a little bit if I do something?
I mean, they could if you try to mimic to them to move, you could. But if Mel
would
moved,
take an attack
Mel's,
opportunity
Mel's
from the
gonna
same
provoke
people.
from everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's all right,
because
I'll just-
I do have one somatic spell that's a cantrip, but it's going to affect everybody within
That's
5
all
feet
right.
of me.
Is it just incinerate everything? Go ahead.
No,
do
it's
I guess fire-
yeah. I wish. No, it's a thunderclap.
So you won't get the ogre, but you would. Torrent can move, but you won't. You won't get the ogre, or you would.
I get the other two.
It's an
Okay.
orc. It's a big
Oh,
orc.
orc.
I
Orc,
said again,
orc,
not an
sorry.
ogre.
Sorry, Tom.
No, it's okay.
Orc.
Just next week, I'm going to be like, does anyone remember the ogre's name? And whatever you say is going to be wrong because it's a goddamn orc, is what it is.
No, I wouldn't put that past you.
I
What
would
was the ogre's name?
Well, it's
Like,
also
oh, fuck.
Inquisitor
What was his name?
Boreas, and he's like an Urukai. Orc.
So angry about the
Smiley feels very
things
self-conscious.
different
He
being
does.
right and wrong. I have
Maybe
yet
because
to
he's
get
a
a
small orc.
name right
Maybe
in
he's a
TJ's
small
game
orc, yeah.
for a year and a half.
It's fair.
Fucking nail bag.
People confuse him with an ogre all the time.
Right. All right. So, I mean, if you want to try to mimic for them to move, you can do that, and then
I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move up,
Lost track.
and I'm going
Wait.
to cast.
Did you tell Torrent to move?
Yes.
Okay. Torrent moves back.
All right. So I will cast Thunderclap. So they all need to make a Con 15 saving throw.
Who's everyone? The 3 figures that are out there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone
sure.
within the 5-foot radius that I can.
Okay. And so, because you're on the square that Mel is on right now, as you pass that, does Mel not need to make the save? Because I would say she doesn't.
Fair enough. It says each creature within range other than you must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
But it's... Okay, all right,
I-
well, you know what? So I was going to give it to you, Mel, and then he just shot you right in the face. So...
No worries.
Well, no,
Alright.
I'm just trying to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
That's all
honest,
I
I
am.
can't. All right, so the skeleton fails. The 2 orcs, the big one that looks like an ogre, and the small one both pass.
I failed.
An ogre Kai.
He's an ogre.
So it'd be 4 damage
For anybody that
A
failed,
fail?
right?
for the failures.
All right, so for the failures. All right, so the skelly takes... Oh, no, that would be giving him health. Hold on. I hit plus instead of minus. So the skelly takes the damage,
Whoopsie,
finally.
whoopsie.
He's the thunder elemental. I don't know what to
He's
tell
a
you.
thunder skelly.
What the? He's a skeleton.
Been custom
Yeah, but
making
in a
on-
previous life.
Oh wait, did you know you also have that you still have that bardic inspiration, by the way.
Me? Yeah,
No.
I failed with a 1.
Right?
Yeah, you don't want to use it yet, but yeah, you
Right,
still have
yeah.
that one.
Right, I would
I
have.
just want to remind you still have it. You can't use it right
Yeah.
now, but you still have it.
Yeah. mhm.
Well,
Okay,
no,
so-
he can't. She can. It's an ability, a saving throw,
It just
or-
wouldn't have helped.
or
though.
attack.
Okay, so here comes the
Wasn't
fun
that
part.
used?
So, Savennis,
No.
you can't end your turn.
Wasn't that the
standing-
D4 that was supposed to be
Oh
a
yeah,
D6?
sorry.
Where are
Let
you
me,
going?
Oh, well, I
'Cause
got a bless from somebody. What was that? Thought that
No,
was a
you got a
D4.
guidance. You got a guidance
Oh,
from
guidance.
Corinth. All right.
Okay.
So Venice, as you step back, 3 attacks come your way.
Okay.
Can I like use a reaction to jump in front of that to shield him?
Do you have the ability to do that?
I don't know. I feel like I do.
Want
It's
to?
like a reaction from like a person.
Well, okay. So two of them
I have
are
an
going to be
opportunity
hits.
attack.
So the big guy swings with a 20. That's going to hit. The guy that is swinging with Savennis having partial cover is a critical hit with a 20, and the skeleton who just got his sword back almost sticks it back in the door again. He's just really fucked up. He doesn't know what's going on. So
I don't have eyes. What do you want from me?
So you're gonna take. Oh my god! All right, from the big guy, Savennis. Oh wow, Savennis, you're gonna take
Perfect.
17 points of damage. And then from the guy outside who rolled a nat 20, he's only D8. I need a D8. Could have had a D8. Oh wow, Max, you're gonna take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
So put some dots on yourself, and that was probably not the best use of a cantrip. Also,
Holy shit.
good job. Actually, you know what? Crystal, who just moved, is going to run over here. Actually, I think she can stay where she is, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds on you. And
Isn't that a vocal and somatic?
oh, she can't help you. She runs over.
Because I'm also looking at this as
Yeah.
well. Because I
Yeah, she
have
runs
to
over. And
remember-
she's got tears in her eyes, and she's just like.
She's saying none of that.
She's saying it physically, emotionally. She's saying, "Call on me." Call me, call on me. Okay, let's go to the people in the back. What are the people in the back doing? Party in the back.
Right?
Did we also know that it's quiet?
You don't, because you're outside of the house.
Oh.
The range of the spell is not that great.
Alright, so do we see anyone else, doing anything out here other than that goblin that's about to get fucking stomped?
I'm gonna tell you guys that neither of you see anything out back. You see a dead skeleton behind you. You see a skeleton that's about to get stomped by Kane, and nothing else back here.
I thought it was a goblin that was about to get stomped.
I'm sorry, a goblin. I'm sorry. Yeah, the skeleton is over here. I'm sorry. Yes. So do with that what you will, players.
Do you want to go first? Or go.
Probably you. Unless, if Moruck has something to add to him or something.
Want me to kill this guy? What you were saying? This one?
Potentially. What were you thinking for the turn?
I was thinking... going around the whole house. I'm trying to cast something over there.
Okay. I like that. I was actually thinking before Kane ran down of going up, thinking this way, and going around the house if we didn't see anyone, just kind of staying close to the wall. But now that Kane's found his target,
Kane's locked in.
Same thing, but the other way. And I am going to take a long time getting there.
I was really hoping Kane was going to run to the other stones, and then I was going to take another pot shot at him from a hiding vantage point, but Kane sussed it out.
I would have been wrong.
I'm going to swing with the long sword.
All right.
If my computer will cooperate with me.
Swing like Mel.
Anytime today. Yeah. no idea what my computer's doing to me. What the fuck?
Yes. What did you get?
A headache at the moment.
Now transfer your headache to the goblin in the form of a sword.
Fuck. Everything just disappeared on me.
Somebody found
Oh,
the chips.
Yeah, somebody's snacking.
Yep.
All right,
What's the
Chris,
flavor
what's
of
happening?
choice?
Yeah, it's not working. So
Well,
I'm
that's an
just-
at 1.
Oh no!
And then an
Shit.
11.
I can't see shit.
All right. Well, it looks like maybe you overconfidently come down at this goblin. And the goblin's like, "Oh God, no!" And then you just smash your weapon into the ground next to him, and the goblin's like, "Okay, maybe I'll kill you next round."
Stop.
And okay, are you gonna do anything else in your turn? That was an attack. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Moruk, I see you've slid up, and Nim, you're still in the back. Moruk, what are you doing? We'll go to you first.
I am using an ability called Adrenaline Rush. The dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I get 2 temporary hit points.
Cool. All right. Also, give me a perception check as you hit that corn. If that's the case.
Okay.
Maybe.
Coming.
All right. You don't perceive anything apart from the people you see attacking the house. But what you do get out of that is none of those people, things, stuff appear like they would have been the one that cast silence or were casting spells, if you're aware of it.
Okay.
So you used a bonus action. What else are you doing?
Let's see. I will, let's see. I want to get this hex damage, but I don't know if. I'm going to cast Ice Knife at the big guy right
Okay.
there.
And because he's hexed, you'll also get your hex damage, correct?
Yes, if a 14 hits him.
14 meets beats.
Meets beats. Alright, then. Alright, so he gets 8 piercing and 1 necrotic damage. And
Total
then,
9. Oop.
yep, 9. And then the knife explodes, and then people around him need to make him and people around him need to make a dex saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling rocks for the orcs and not for the skeleton. The skeleton fails horribly, but the 2 orcs pass.
Okay. Let's see. On target. And each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6. Is this a save or suck spell?
I think, is it Ice Knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. That's
It
weird. It
does
doesn't.
great damage, but not if people pass. But
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't even do. It doesn't do half.
But you
I mean,
do
I
get to
got.
roll damage against the skeleton. So how much damage do you do against the skeleton?
8 cold damage.
The skeleton is barely hanging on.
The target and each creature. Wow, not even half. That's crazy for a spell.
Well, it's a second level spell that has multiple effects.
No, it's the first level. I mean, I guess
It-
that's why it's.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah,
trying to-
even still, then yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
a great spell if it goes off and works, but
It's to hit and save, and then
Yeah.
the save or suck. All right. Yep.
okay. I think that leaves Nim as the only person that hasn't gotten
I'm back.
14 deck save,
on
4
the
damage
goblin?
coming at him.
On the goblin.
Yep.
Okay. Team deck save. Goblin only rolls a 12.
So that's 4 damage.
He goes, ow! All right. I think that's everybody, correct?
Yes.
All right. Goes to the bad guys. All right. This guy is going to try and hit Kane with his short sword. Oh! Short. Goblins have a +5. That is a 20. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, get ready for this. D6 +3. 6 points of damage.
Ah, I got you, you stupid winged asshole.
Are you dead?
No, 'tis but a scratch.
Ah, boo. All right. That's his turn. We're going to go to the soldier. The soldier is going to step in front of the doorway. Boop. And is going to try and hit Mel. This time, Mel, you do not have the bonus to AC. Because he's right in front of your face. So he has a +5 to hit. That's a 9 on the die. That is a 16. That's going to miss, correct?
Correct.
All right. Goes to this guy. Okay. Do this. Mel and Moruk, give me a perception check. Moruk, you're at disadvantage for this.
I'm behind the wall.
Perception check, disadvantage.
Got it.
All right, neither of you notice anything beyond what's happening in front of you. The skeleton, I guess the skeleton's just going to try again to swing at Mel. Mel, you have the +2 to your AC against him because of where he is at. Does an 18 hit you with a +2? I'm sorry.
No.
Does a 20 or a flat 20 hit you?
No.
Okay. The skeleton misses but doesn't lodge his sword in. That's great. And now we go to Smiley. Smiley smiles. And
Hey, I smile back.
And unfortunately, Smiley rolls a 5, so it doesn't matter what his bonus is, he's not going to hit you. But he takes a huge, he takes some rocks and other things out of the doorway as he nearly clefts your head off, but just misses and takes off a bunch of, the frame of the door. And behind you, silently, Hayden's like, my house! But it doesn't matter. 'Cause
What's his weapon?
He now has a giant battle axe.
Okay.
I'm sorry, great axe, not battle axe, great axe.
Okay.
Okay. But it goes back to the party, still in silence. What do you guys want to do?
I need to get out of the house. So I'm gonna go over here outside the house.
As you step outside of the house, actually just before you step outside of the house, you hear your footfalls and realize you've gone outside the silence.
Perfect. I am going to cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on myself.
Typical. Not helping Mel at all. What a jerk. Okay.
Myself 16 back. And then, as a bonus action, I'll just go to bonus actions. What's Mel at right now? In terms of health?
Melancholy.
No, but seriously, what's she at?
18 out of 36. Sorry, it took me a while to
Ah,
find
no
it.
worries. Alright, so I will cast a healing word, first level, in her direction.
I don't need to have to hear it.
No, because I'm the one casting it.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
caster, not the recipient.
Got it.
So we'll do that. So another 7 points of health back.
Thank you.
No problem.
Mel won't kill you after this battle is done.
And,
But you don't hear her say thank you, so she's being
Yeah,
pretty
that's true.
rude
He
about
might
it.
still really, really mad. Yeah. Okay. So you moved. You cast a spell. You bonus action. I think that's it, right?
that's it.
Okay. Everybody else. Torrent. I'm just gonna do Torrent right now. Torrent, realizing that that guy has come back into the site of the doorway, he's gonna run up over here and is much better with the axe. Can't cast, but is gonna attack the orc. That's a good roll. Almost nat 20, but 19 plus. And what does Torrent do? Torrent does D8 plus 2. Oh, almost max. Does 9 points of damage as the axe swings out and hits this orc that's right in the doorway. Which happily brings him down 2 levels. Oh. I should probably also do. Oh no, I did it already. Okay. So that's Torrent's turn. Hayden moves outside, and I think bonus actions this way. So right there. Kristen can't cast inside the house. You've run out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to make her run out and dip right here. And actually, you know what? Can I see? Actually, can I see? Wait. 10, 15, 20, right there. Okay. So she is going to move to right here where she can hear her voice again, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds on Mel. Can somebody tell me what Cure Wounds does for healing? Is it a D8 plus?
Yeah. Here. Well, that was almost as if. Nope, that's not the thing.
But it's plus the spellcasting modifier, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so she has
D8 plus spellcasting modifier.
right,
Yep.
so that's 7 hit points back
That's
to
the
Mel
one.
as well.
Thank you.
You can hear, well, you go, and Christy goes, "You're welcome." By the way, with my dad out of the house, the Warhammer on the wall is pretty magical, and someone probably should have grabbed that shit. Just saying. Okay. Torrent's gone. Kristen's gone. Hayden's gone. Savenis is gone. Let's talk about Mel, Moruk, Nim, and Kane. What are you doing? Kane's in a death match with a goblin.
I'm gonna swing and a miss.
My God, he's in a death match with a goblin. All right, are you doing anything else? You're just there.
Nope.
I dip and I dodge and I dive and I sting you like a bee, bitch.
That's what the goblin says to you. All right, let's cut over to Nim and Moruk. Moruk, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna sprint as far forward as I can.
Okay.
So, right there. And then, I'm going to need a thing that would show as my moonbeam.
Oh, so like an icon. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, you know, I'll have to crop one of these little ghost guys out of here for future usage of any of the icons of anything that I pull out.
That's kind of cool. See if that one will take. There we go. All right, I'm gonna bring that over here. Zoop. And then let's let's give control. Okay.
Cool.
You should have control of it.
I does. Thank you. Now, what was there? There wasn't anything where we could move this around onto everyone, was there? Or
I think you
I'm
summon
forgetting.
it into a place, and then in future turns, you have the ability to move.
okay, cool. So I will summon it into this guy's square.
And then he has to make a check, correct?
Con 14,
Okay, let's see. He makes
apparently.
it with a 17. Makes it.
Okay.
I mean, he's an orc and he's raging, so I mean, he's got some bonuses.
Okay. Well, in that case, he takes 5 points of damage.
All right.
Oh yeah, that was alright. Nice. That was min and max.
All right, and with that, I will put another
Awesome,
dot
man.
on him. Is that what the blue means? If you roll min and max, that's what.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Green is obviously, max.
Crit.
Red
Max.
is min.
Red is bad. Yeah.
And
all right,
as we all know, if you mix red and green, you get blue.
Christmas. Oh, sorry.
Right, exactly.
Uh,
yes,
and
blue
as
for
we know,
Christmas.
Blue is the special colored light on the Christmas tree. So yes, so it makes sense. All right.
Right.
So Nim, you moved. You cast a spell. Is there anything else you're gonna do, or are you staying right there?
Well, I mean, I've moved as far as I can. I have to stay right here.
Okay. All right. I'm just double checking. Morak, what are you doing? What do you know, Mo?
I'll move over here and I cast Thunder Wave.
Guessing 3 saves coming your way.
3 saves for these guys.
What's the DC we're going for?
Con save 14.
Okay. The big guy passes.
Oh,
The little orc only gets a 13. It's a bad roll, and the skeleton absolutely fails.
right. They either take 5 damage or 2 damage if they saved, and then wait a second. Wait, this is a range of self. Hold on.
Oh no, I take 5 damage. Shit.
God damn it!
All of my spells are terrible.
I thought it was a cube. I thought it was a cube that I could choose where to.
Why did I even
think
choose
you know
this
what?
class?
I think let's just go with that. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Thunder Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cube off of you.
Yeah, I thought it was a desired place. I didn't notice that until now, and I'm like, oh wait, that's his self. Okay.
Yeah, you
good
go
to
up and
know.
just go boom out of you.
Yeah, I was reading all these other
Fucking
effects,
havoc.
push 10 feet away.
Good callback. I love it. I do love Havoc. I did like that character.
And back.
Oh, the
so-
Summers clan.
I remember there was one comic book that I had, like an X-Men comic book, where he's in bed with like his wife or whatever as the comic book opens, and he's like, "Oh no, it's happening! Oh no, it's happening!" And you're like, "What are we doing? This is weird." And he just runs outside and creates this like Omega level blast of energy up into the heavens, where he like craters the ground around him. And then like a moments later, his wife comes out and is like, "Oh no, it happened again." And I'm like, "What alien like planet are you destroying every time you do this? This is crazy." But anyways,
Tom, I'm going to need another icon for the spiritual weapon that I threw over here to attack this guy.
you did that as a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I will find one. But Morak, are we saying you didn't cast that? You did cast that. What are we doing with it?
You should go with it.
Yeah.
Right.
So everybody took 2. Like, I'm sorry. The person who passed lost 2. Everybody else lost 5. Right?
Yeah. Anyone who didn't make it, 5 damage.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And I think, yep, you did it. You killed a skelly.
Woo!
Kevin, what does the spiritual weapon look like?
A book.
Okay.
You're throwing the book at him?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Rules is
Book in the
rules.
law, book in the law.
Also, I've changed my rules, so
Pray you
so the
don't
book works.
change him
The
again.
book works
So-
best for me.
The law.
Rules as written, rules as schmitten.
Did it do it? Oh yeah, it did. All right.
Perfect. All right, and does a 23 hit?
23 does hit. Let's do
And
this.
12 damage.
Wow! Holy
I know.
macaroni!
I know. I saw the rolls and I'm like, fucking A, right. All right. Yeah, I'll take it.
I like how that was followed by the crack of a beer. I love it. I love it. All right. So
It's time to celebrate.
I mean I don't love it, but I do love it. So cool. Okay, so Hayden ran that way. Kristen helped. This is this. This is this. That's everybody, I think, right?
Nope, I think I still gotta go.
Oh, and Mel still's gotta go. Still's guts to go.
Still's guts,
I'm,
goes. Little stones for guts.
I'm gonna
Happy
roll in.
Baptist Day. All right, go.
I'm gonna roll in
Different
20
show.
because my D&D Beyond rolls have been fucking sucking ass. So I'm gonna
Ass sucking rolls.
I love
16.
I love the fact that 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 got retired. Like when you put a dice in timeout, she's just timing out the entire system.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Sadly, a 16 is a good roll, but it is not enough to hit the orc in front of you.
Does that have the plus 3?
Oh, the guy directly in front of me is he dead or is he alive still?
He's still alive, but I have a question. Your spell that gives you that, is it a concentration spell?
Hold on.
It's not a spell.
Yeah, it's not really a spell.
No.
Oh, it's just like an innate ability?
It's like something like that.
You can end the effect as part of another action, or if you are no longer holding the weapon, or if you fall unconscious.
But it's
It's paladin. It's a paladin thing.
Okay, all right, cool. In that case, yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't supposed to be rolling con saves for it. That's all.
Got it. No. So, then, yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna stand right the fuck there.
All right, well, did you get the +3? Does the +3 go to that?
The plus
Yeah.
3 was already added into that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
normally a
All
+5.
right. I just okay. Because I'll tell you right now, if you had a +3, that would have been a hit. That's why I was asking that question.
Mhm.
AC is 19 for that guy. All right.
Okay.
Jesus.
I think that's everybody, right?
And that's for the soldier guy right in front. His AC is 19, not even the big guy.
Well, the big guy you guys have been hitting with far less. Also, you've been hitting with
Okay.
spells. But all right, so
Yeah.
now it goes back to the goblin. The goblin's gonna hope for a 20. I'm rolling my green D20, hoping for a 20 to just kill Kane.
I hope he gets a 20.
Oh, it's a 17, but I think a 17 plus is a hit.
No.
Goblins
Hold
have
on.
a +5. That's 23.
Okay, that's not correct, but yes, it does hit.
22. Sorry, you're right, Kevin. Shut up.
But yes,
That's not right.
he's only at 21 right now. God damn. I'm hoping that you get like a 20, like a 19 or a 20, so
All right,
that
the
my
goblin-
shield of
the
faith
goblin-
actually
the
matters.
goblin pulls the short sword back, and as you take that last shot that hits into the ground, he goes, "I got you again, asshole!" And he stabs you in the ribs for another 7 points of damage. You dead yet?
No.
No. I imagine that's how you respond to this goblin too. You're like, no. Also, so I told people on Saturday night I've been watching all of the Adventure Time series because I have access to it now through Hulu, and there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know was part of Adventure Time, including like the vampire run, where Marceline decides to become not a vampire and then has to fight like the Vampire King and everything. And there's a scene in that where the Vampire King comes down and is just like, Marceline, we can just talk this out. It's cool. And all of a sudden, Finn jumps out and is like, Marceline, I got this guy! And he like Chun-Li kicks the Vampire King in the nuts like 7 times in a row. But it's Cartoon Network, so it can't show that. It just shows Finn side angles going, yeah, 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 yeah. And then the next scene is the Vampire King going, so Marceline, if you still want to talk. And I fell out. I fell out laughing. That was amazing. And I'm sorry that I didn't know that that was a thing in the world until then. But, all right. Now I'm going to try to kill you guys. Soldier, try to swing at Mel. Actually, what are the rules for the moonbeam? If you're in the moonbeam, it affects you, or no?
I mean, yeah, if you're in the moonbeam, it affects you.
No,
You
no.
just ask Van Morrison.
Does it have? God damn it! You're so right, Aaron. Like if you're, it's not a radius effect. You have to be in it at the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, it's a 5 foot.
Okay. So
I mean, the
like the
hold on,
moonbeam is
I'm
not
sorry.
affecting this guy.
When they enter, no, exactly. It's just on the one spot. But when
Okay.
they enter the spell for the first time or start its turn there, so the big guy will have to make a save.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Um,
that's the only one.
Okay, so the orc in front of Mel takes a swing at Mel, rolls a goddamn 4. Hate that die now. Okay,
Amazing.
Dice
Roll the
getting
4.
retired
That sounds like
tonight.
a great time.
and I think what I'm gonna do is I gotta double check one thing. We've got boom.
Time to use my nat 20
Come on,
die.
computer.
Roll
Come
the
on,
20s
computer.
all the time.
Wow, sorry everybody. Things are
Kane was.
being slow.
All right. Nim is realizing her mistake. Kane was getting crits all over the place. Even though he wasn't reacting to Mel's affections. Still, his performance was way up. And I don't know what to say to follow that. Just stating a matter of fact.
Damn.
Oh shit. Hey, Nim, what is your AC?
20.
Okay. So I'm gonna read off some numbers to you. Just gonna double check this.
Okay.
+4. All right, so a 17 doesn't hit you because it's a 13 plus 4.
Correct.
17 plus 4 hits you, and then 18 plus 4 hits you.
Yep.
As 3 fiery bolts shoot out at you, coming your way, and that's going to be 4d. Just want to make sure I've got this right. 4d6 points of damage coming at you.
Jesus.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. 10. That's 11. That's 21 points of damage. And then I think we're gonna need a.
3 5s and a 6.
I rolled 2 6s, a 4, and a 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
However, I
It's
should
not.
probably show you this fellow,
It's 19. That's right.
who you will recognize.
Oh, is that the one?
As Inquisitor.
That's the
Glorious.
Inquisitor. Gotcha. Where's
Roll me the con save, and so 21 it'll be 10. It's half damage, half of the damage, right? So 10.
Sorry, what is it?
So it's a con save of 10 because it's half the damage dealt. So.
Yeah, but for each one. Because he hit twice.
Okay. So in
Right?
that case, so 2 saves, yes, because it was two
So
separate hits.
he rolled, what was it? A 6 and a 4?
Yeah,
and
6 and a 4 for 10, and then a 6 and a 5.
And 6 and 5. Okay.
But it's half the damage or 10 if it's under 10. So
Right. So that means okay. Really? That's where one of these comes out? Really? Jesus Christ.
I mean, your moonbeam's still up. That's cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Save. So that's great. But he then steps back, and you can't see him because there's like a 6-foot bar that he's behind right now.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even realize the fact that my moonbeam makes sure that Kane doesn't have Shield of Faith. So, as much as I don't want to admit that, it hasn't come into play yet, as you're
The
about to get a
goblin's
20.
just rolling rocks over there, right? So okay,
he's either missing or hitting. That's for sure. And it's something where it's just like the two doesn't come into play.
All right, so that was Boreas. The skeleton is dead. You can take him off. Smiley needs to roll you a save.
Yeah.
What was the save?
14 con.
Okay, so I got
Be
it up with
big.
16
Ooh.
total.
God damn it. 15, so 7.
I hate to say this, but you just killed Smiley.
Hey.
Wow.
Smiley had 5. Smiley really took a big hit, and especially from the spiritual weapon. And
Yeah.
the fact that you don't have to concentrate on spiritual weapon is such. It just makes it so good. But,
Yeah.
All right, so Smiley is gone. It goes back to the party. Yeah. So who wants to do what? I think I'm gonna make Torrent go first just to see if she can take out the orc. She probably can't, but she rolls. She does roll. She does hit. Oh my God, Torrent! I didn't even think I should know what your damage was. D8. I just want to make sure. It is Torrent is a D8 plus 2. A D8 right here.
60 foots. This is
So-
only 20.
That's only a 1, so it's 3 points of damage to the. But I mean, it's more damage. He's getting hurt. He's just not dead yet, but he definitely is critically hurt now. Probably should have done that before because of other spells. Okay, so who wants to go right now? Mel, why don't you kill the orc and then run into the moonbeam?
Moonbeam's already gone.
Yeah, the moonbeam damages me as well, right?
I
That's why he's suggesting you
have
kill him.
I have a question about that. Like I made him back there. You know what? No, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Okay, moonbeam moves over there, and I got to give you a save. His save is
I'll jump. I'll start jumping the wall if I need to, or figure out whatever
I'm just
if
saying
I
that,
need
like,
to see
we
it.
ran into
Yeah.
this when we were
Yeah,
using it
I don't necessarily have vision of him, but that thing definitely has the distance to run.
If you're willing to jump the wall like 5 or 10 feet out, you'll see him, and you can do that.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think what we did in Frost Maiden was you had to roll percentile to see if you actually put it where it was supposed to be, because you were like, go over there, and I can't exactly see where there is.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
All right. And the save was what? Sorry.
Con 14.
Con save. All right. So he rolls an 18 total.
Yep.
I'm moving the moonbeam over not because it's not on him, but because I can't click on him.
Yes. 4
So we
damage.
take 4 damage total, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mel, do you want to just try to take this orc down? Get out of
Yes,
there.
sir.
I feel you're probably the most straightforward turn right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. You. Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty straightforward. There you go. There's that.
Oh my God, Mel, you're having the worst night of rolls.
Yeah.
So
Oh, good
fortunately, that 1 to a 4.
That's
is
not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit.
not going to hit. But fortunately, we're not doing critical fumbles, so you're okay. Just
Okay.
just that.
Yep. I'm gonna hang out there.
That's where everyone would be the halfling, TJ.
100%.
However, I do have to say that sadly, because I forgot to do this, you did hit me with the moonbeam. You did hit Boreas with the moonbeam, and he just failed by rolling a 2 on his con save,
Oh.
check, which means the silence has dropped, and silence is no longer.
And so Mel's still talking so much shit about Torrent
now
and
we can hear the
Savannas.
shit Mel's talking.
Just-
Yes.
And then there's just no one in my party here. Fucking
Torrent's
just
like, I'm right
useless.
Here. I'm right here.
And then she just turns to Torrent and just goes, "Oh, not you."
Rest of the assholes. And Kristen's in the back going, "I healed you. Like literally like seconds ago, I healed."
You're not part of the party, but yeah, you're fine.
All right, so everybody,
Girl
hold on
power.
one sec. I gotta take a quick timeout to run to the fridge, and then I will be right back.
Speaking of girl power, I just watched Barbie. It was excellent. Very funny. The biggest problem I had with it was Ryan Gosling was way too good.
He was enough.
Ken was way too excellent in this movie. It's like, ah, shit. He was more than enough. Like the commitment to the horses. Excellent. I think I'm also definitely going to jump back over the wall but hide behind it. So we still only have one attack at this level?
What do you mean? I think
Just asking a Tom question.
Gotcha. Say, I know you know.
All right, back.
Tom, would I be able to cast a spell targeting that orc in the doorway from where I am? It's an Eldritch Blast, so technically it goes anywhere, but
No, not from where you're at. If you move to where Kristen is, yes.
What
Okay.
corner to corner?
I'm saying he's gonna move. The silence isn't there
Let's see,
anymore.
what's
He's
the
got
what's
it.
the back? What's the back? Alright, the back hits that.
I'm just
So
saying,
if
it's
I-
like take two steps. You still got no 2 steps, you asshole. 2 steps.
What? No way. Corner to corner for two of them? You
take 2
serious?
steps.
He
Take 2
makes it
steps, don't
through.
worry.
He makes it
is
through.
only gonna murder one of you. It's fine.
Two corners. Two corners, he makes it right to that guy. Get out of here with that shit, Mr. Oh, I remember 3rd edition because I still play it.
How do you sound so much like me?
I know.
Anyways,
I pretend my back hurts and I'm like, wow, I'm Tom.
what a dick! What a dick! All right, so what
Well,
are
my
you doing?
knee actually always hurts.
I'm going to cast
we know that about each other.
Eldritch Blast.
Yep. And oh wow, it definitely a hit.
Oh.
Oh, you're terrible. Mel is definitely complaining about you. Like, this guy
Right.
is so close to death, it's not even funny, but that does not kill him. So, okay.
And then I'm going to finish off by coming down here.
I'm going, I'll see you later.
And as a bonus action, casting a healing word on
The skeleton, bring
Nim.
him back.
Nim, who's not doing so hot. So let me cast that, and so 9 points of healing back at you.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Hayden's not really sure what's going on, so he's gonna. Kristen.
Excellent, thank you.
Kristen's gonna run out back. 10, 15. I'm gonna move her right here. She's gonna fire at the goblin with her last spell slot, shooting another magic missile. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does that kill him? It does not kill him. hurts him, but does not kill him. Some marks on him. Come on. What is that? Let's do this. There we go. Alright, and... boop. 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 Okay. So that's everybody on the inside. That leaves... Moruck? Right? Is that the last person to go right now?
Did Kane already miss this turn?
Kane missed, right? Yeah.
This epic battle between these
This is
two.
literally this
This
crazy
is what
epic battle in the
happens
background.
when you separate the siblings. This is what happens. Good job.
No,
Mel, you're
I
still
have
alive.
already made that point. I
Mel,
understand.
I was really worried.
I-
Like if the big orc had multiple attacks, you would have been dead already. I'm just saying.
If we had multiple attacks, etc., etc.
This is why this was the last big battle, and I said please don't be 5th level yet. So this, but
Oh, it would suck for us to feel cool for one goddamn second.
Suck. Anyway, Moruck, what are you doing?
Can I see this guy?
No, you
I
can't. He's
Can't
around the hill.
see. All right, so he has total cover. So if I go over here, can I?
If you go over there, you can see him. Yes, and there is a moonbeam on him. It's just on the side for.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
moon.
you definitely know where he is because
Yeah,
there's a fucking
there's a moonbeam
40
coming
feet
down, yeah.
beam fucking right on his fucking head. It's a highlighted character in a video game right now.
I can't get away from it.
All right.
I have to sit here for 6 seconds.
Going to cast Ray of Frost. Actually, before I do that, big guy went down.
The only two combatants left that are aggressors are the goblin that Kane is fighting in the most epic struggle anyone has ever seen ever, and
Okay.
Inquisitor Boreas.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to change the hex from the big guy to this guy right here.
Boreas, okay.
Yeah.
Tom? 3, right?
What was 3? Sorry.
Enemies?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. He's not down yet. He has so few hit points.
Just so close.
Yes, so close.
Yes.
You're right.
No, I know.
16 hit this guy.
You DM enough, you have monsters that are just like, no, he's dead. Oh, no, he's not. Shit.
16 is a hit.
Nice.
Fantastic. Alright. Only 2 cold, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
And then 1d6 for that product damage.
So 6 total.
4. Yep.
Okay. All right. Hayden. That's everything. So it goes to the bad guys. So the guy that I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but the guy that
Just
Kane is
real quick,
fighting-
is Moruck moving at all? Anymore?
That's a good point.
I'll jump back up over here. Behind the wall there.
Okay. I will also do that. I just wanted to make sure, because it's like I would have moved forward if you were back or anything. I just want to get in position. So, sorry. Continue, Tom, please.
Yeah, no worries. So the guy that is locked in mortal combat with Kane, his name is Kralrak. And Kralrak goes,
I will kill you!
and rolls a 17, which I believe does not hit Kane.
Correct.
All right.
I guess that's a sad way to try
The
and attack.
soldier in front of Mel Oh no, it's a nat 20! It's not the big guy though, so boom. Wow. That's 19 points of damage as he just brings his battle axe up over his head, cleaves down into your shoulder, and he's got to wiggle it around to pull it back out. Mel, this was just got healed back up by your allies.
Good thing.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
Alright.
Can I have another?
Want another? I don't know that you want another. Okay. All right. Boreas's speed has been reduced by 10 feet, yes? Or 5 feet? That would be to TJ. Your Ray of Frost. Reduced by 5 or 10 feet?
Reduced by 10.
10 feet. Oh, you're so goddamn lucky, Mo. Because he moves right here. And he puts out his hands and does burning hands directly in Nim's face.
That's fine. Burning hands is always
wait,
underwhelming.
wait. He's got to make a check for. He's got to make a check for the moonbeam.
Hold on. Before you do that, no. Because we already took care of this because he shouldn't have done that already. Because he started his turn.
Okay.
It's when he starts his turn there.
It's when they start or end their turn there?
No. It's the first time they enter it or if they start their turn there.
Okay. All right.
If I move it on them, they don't take the damage because, I'm doing it. And I don't know, it's flying past them. I don't know, fuck.
All right. Here we go. It's a pretty good roll. 5, a 5, and a 2. That's 12 points of fire damage in your face, Nim.
Is there not a save?
It is burning hands.
No, fuck you.
Hold out your hands. Sheets of flame. Dex save. Yes, you get a dex save.
Oh, never mind. Whoops. Sorry.
Well, did you,
I asked. It's on me. All right, fair enough.
Did you have inspiration though? Do you have inspiration?
I got an 18. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So I believe I'm just gonna double
12,
check.
so 6.
So it's 6 damage, and then you need to make a con save to see if Moonbeam goes away.
No, it does not.
It does not. Okay. So that is everybody's turn, and then it goes back to the party. Kristen is out of spells. Yes? Yes. She is out of spells. Torrent she used her guidance, that's unlimited, but she is going to cast Cure Wounds on Mel. So Mel, you get 8 points of healing back from that, and she's going to stay where she is to try and support you. So that is her turn. Hayden comes around, stepping on the dead orc's body, sees Boreas down here, and goes to cast a spell that if people want to roll to recognize, they can. And as he does this, Boreas just turns this horrible looking bear boar skull on his head and puts his hand up, and he rebukes this spell. And this effectively, he counterspells this and blocks another spell.
Savannis, you definitely don't have the ability to see this.
I know, though.
I'm
He's
sorry.
anyways. He's like, I hear spells. I hear the magic of the music. The music
Oh,
of the magic.
The
Oh, I
music
know.
is in me.
And you can see Hayden get visibly upset about this, and he's like, "You can't do this to me!" And okay, so I think that was the NPCs that are on the party. It's everybody else's turn. What do you guys do?
He's got a moonbeam on him. We've got a spiritual weapon closing in.
All right, so moonbeam. I got to roll for the moonbeam now because it.
Nope.
It got on.
No, we'll do it correctly
Okay,
at the beginning of his
his
turn.
Okay. This goddamn spell, like it's a great spell, but it's just we mess it up all the time. Anyways.
Hold on. What? Oh no, I can't get there. Sorry. I was gonna say, I'll try and run up there and provide flanking. Never mind. I move slow.
Gust you or not?
Right. I overcompensated back.
All right. What else? What is everybody else doing?
In fact, I actually won't do that.
Can I climb up on the wall and then try to shoot a Eldritch Blast at the goblin down here, attacking Kane?
Sure. I mean, I'd say you can't stand on the wall. I'm just being an asshole. I know you jumped over the wall. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
Tom never went to middle school.
It just sounds. I don't know if that's derogatory or I don't know. I don't know what to do with that.
Good.
I once tried to carve my initials into the outside of the middle school I did go to, and then got stopped by a grown-up who tried to assault me. And that was a weird scenario. So yeah, that happened.
Dude, your mom was the principal. You can't be doing that shit.
Mom was principal at the at what was at the time the Timony Middle School, not at the Methuen, and not at the. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure you went to middle school. Your story's falling apart.
Hold on, no. There were two middle schools in Methuen. There was
No, the Methuen one.
The Tenny. I couldn't fucking remember the Tenny. I'm like, it's another T word. What are we doing? Yeah, middle school. How often has that come up in the last 20 years? Okay, but
What,
anyways.
for Tom?
Never.
The glory years. So what are you doing over there, buddy?
I cast it, and it was a 17.
is
does
a
that-
hit.
Oh, yeah,
Roll
you
the
didn't say if
two-handed
it was hit or not.
Last time you did that, you rolled a 1, a 6. That's pretty good, but it doesn't kill the goblin. He goes,
Fuck you too.
anything else you want to do on your turn?
I can't hail Mel from here, but let me just see what I got for bonus actions. I'm going to give an inspiration to Nim as well.
An inspiration. Okay.
An inspiration. And then I think I'm going to move over here.
Get close
And
to
call.
your mouth, please. Oh, you jerk.
I'm a jerk.
Just nothing. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Fine. All right. That's your turn, Kane. Can you finish off this goblin?
Not at the rate I'm going.
Let's see what happens. Maybe roll that 1, hit yourself in the face. What happens?
Stop hitting yourself.
You know what? The twins are having a bad night. The twins are having a real bad night. Okay.
I wanted to make use of their high ACs
Hold on.
at two different doors.
Kane, have you used inspiration tonight, like a reroll? Because
No, actually, I haven't.
the party earned you a reroll tonight. So if you want to reroll, you do have one of them.
Yeah, I'll re-roll. It's not going to do me any good.
Just
And he-
remember this, everybody, when I murder you. Oh, Okay. All right. So you're like, for whatever reason, this goblin's got your number. In fact, I'm gonna ask for your allowance to let me do something when it gets around to my turn. Okay. So unless somebody else does something, Mel, you've got somebody in your face. He's almost dead. He just hit you wicked hard. What are you doing?
I already went.
Oh, that's right. So the only person left is Mobruck right now?
Understandable how you could have missed my turn, being that I missed, so I didn't bother mentioning it
You
again.
and your bro.
There's-
So similar. So similar.
Yeah, I'm seeing the results of my actions. All right, I understand, everyone.
Get it. I get it.
I'm glad that I also have a high AC. So next time we're in this situation, I'll put you two at the other one, at one door, together, and then I will take the other door.
No, I think Tom paid off D20 so that the rolls won't work.
There's not enough money in the world to pay them off. They're trying to just get that money out of our pockets. Eric, he might be able to make the call. That's why I was getting all those crits at first.
12 doesn't hit this guy, right?
Who?
This one.
A 12 does not. Actually, wait. Sorry. Yes, 12 does hit that guy.
Oh, holy shit!
He's got fur and skulls on. That's all he's got.
No, that's cool, but idiot.
Well, I mean,
Goblins aren't the smartest of creatures.
He's
that's
not a
fucking
goblin.
goblin. It's the Inquisitor, you dick. What are you doing?
Wait, what is he though?
6 cold.
Wait,
he's an orc,
You know what?
right.
Kevin, Alric, oh my god. First of all, you
Wow.
Bayhales.
Fuck you,
First of all,
Tom.
you Bayhales. I don't want to talk about it. Second of all, all right. So that is
10
10
damage
points of
total.
damage against him.
Total, yep.
Nice.
Also, I want to start calling people I'm upset at Bayhales more often now. I think that's actually a really
Nice. That's
insult.
right.
Yeah, so a bunch of Bayhales. All right, so blip blap bloop. All right, is that everybody? Yes. Sweet.
Yeah.
Crowlrack sprints at Sylvanas. It does provoke, but I'm going to give you disadvantage because you used advantage and you rolled a 1. So roll with disadvantage.
Wait, what?
Not you, Kane.
What am I rolling?
No, but Eric's question is valid.
He's what? What? Who? Something's.
What the fuck
So
did
Kane,
you just
roll
say?
with disadvantage on an opportunity attack. Tell me what you get.
Oh,
And it's going to be a nat 20 and then a 1.
And a 3.
And a 3.
Close it up. What is your modifier to hit?
4, I think. Yeah, 4.
It's +4.
Yes.
Did you factor that into that when you rolled, Chris?
These are just d20s, so
D-
it's a
D20,
14.
So a 14 is a hit. Roll some damage.
Nice.
8, 9, and 11.
All right, you hit this guy, and as he runs past you, he's bleeding out, but he makes it to Eric, not to Eric. He makes it. Well, he makes it to Eric in the game. He makes it
Eric's about to-
Sylvanas, and
we're
he
about to hear
manages
Eric get
to, like,
stabbed
as a
in the leg.
dying, as like a critical effort, just is like, nah, fuck you too, and he stabs Sylvanas in the leg. In the leg. And he, oh my god, it's so minimal. He does 3 points of damage to Sylvanas, but Sylvanas gets stabbed in the leg by the goblin, and the goblin's dead. Oh, you managed to do it, Kane. You killed the goblin. Good for you. But the next thing I'm going to go through is the soldier the green soldier that's in front of, which is a little racist sounding, that's right in front of Mel. And oh shit, it's another critical. Fortunately, it's not the big guy. It's only a D8, but it's a D8 plus 3, so that's a 10. That's a 6. 16 plus 3, 19 points of damage as the axe comes down on your head again, and he's like, I will take you out. Round eyes. And you're like, what the fuck is that shit, bitch? Then it goes to Boreas. And Boreas...
I only have round eyes for my brother.
So Boreas is going to... You did that, okay. Yeah, you know what Boreas is going to do? Boreas is going to hit... Actually, let me see if I can do this. So I got to make a check, right? Because I'm starting my turn in the Moonbeam. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's an 18 on the die, so I think that's a pass.
So 4.
Alright, so 4 points of damage. Minus 4. You will notice that Boreas has not got a mark on him yet, as far as dots. And Boreas looks at you and says, Child of the Inquisition. It's too bad you couldn't stand it. And jumps in and grabs you, wraps you up, and starts to stab you with this like three-pronged looking like Wolverine claw that he's got mounted to his fist. And as he does that, you realize that the way that he's grabbed you and wrapped you up, that if the moonbeam travels towards you, it's going to affect both of you. However, let's see if he can hit you with this strike. I'm not rolling that die. You're still in lockout, you bitch. Ooh, does an 18 hit you?
No.
An 18 doesn't hit you?
I mean, you can ask multiple times, but it's still gonna be no.
I mean, I'm just shocked. Like, I mean, first of all, great job building your cleric the way you did, but also, second of all, holy poop. But okay, but as his movement, he does try to grapple you with this. So give me an opposed strength check. If you win, he does not enter your square. You're gonna win unless you roll.
What did you just throw on the floor?
I threw nothing.
9.
Like I told you, it's a win unless you rolled a 1. He rolled so pathetically. So he comes in, he's like, Child of the Inquisition, and like goes to do this move and realizes he can't. And
this is the strength of the Inquisition. You can see why I would leave.
He stands back, and you just see this like seething hatred, like coming from underneath the darkness that the skull shields his face with. But
also a very brightness all over his entire fucking body, as a 40 fucking foot beam of light is blasting down on him too. Let's not forget.
I thought that would be helpful, but he didn't do it. So anyways, so that was Boreas's turn. Goes to everybody else. Kristen is out. Hayden is confused and doesn't know what actually, you know what Hayden's going to do? I'm just going to do this because Hayden has... I'm gonna do a unique use of a spell, and I am opening this up for people to be creative on their turn. Hayden has as access as a 4th level spell, Stone Shape, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna Earthbend and throw several stones from the wall into Boreas. Like, you just see him go through like some Hungar movements, and then all of a sudden he just shifts his hands from like right to left, or left to right depending on where he's standing, and these boulders shoot out and hit him. They do, and I'm gonna roll 1d6. All right, and Boreas takes some damage from that, and Hayden is get out of my home. And and she do this. Boop, boop. Okay, that was Hayden. Like I said, Kristen is out. Torrent has, what does Torrent have left?
An
Torrent is
axe.
going to cast another Cure Wounds on Mel. Mel, you get another 8 hit points back. Wow, she just keeps rolling 6s. Really good. So that's that. She's almost out though, but she is supporting you. Those are my NPCs. So everybody else, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna move here and then cast a another Eldritch Blast.
You so the wall is only 3 feet high. So Jay, if you want to move there, that's fine. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I can cast it right over. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why that first like crossbow bolt almost hit Kane.
Gotcha.
So 14 with my spiritual weapon. That's a hit, correct?
Wait, I'm sorry. So I just want to revolve Savenis because he said I move here and cast this. So Venice, 23 is a hit, so roll damage. And Kevin, keep track of your stuff. We'll go back.
Damn it!
Oh my God, you are. Everyone is rolling so bad.
Mega
bad.
hit.
All right, so
But
I'm
for
gonna
no
hurry
damage.
up and miss, and then I'll be right back.
okay, guys, you know what? Yeah, take care of what you need to do. Swing.
Oh shit!
I've never been here before.
No,
Oh
My God! Wait. I just want to say 2 crits responded by a crit is justice.
Yeah,
And,
I suppose I just had to get pissed off enough to be like,
and so this creature has 2 hit points left. So roll it so you can see what a channeled divinity sacred weapon strike does for damage.
I'm divine smiting it.
And then I don't care if I need these spell slots. Tell me what this looks like.
So that's a crit on a 23. I feel like it wasn't giving you all the credit you were supposed to have.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look at
original.
this.
Yeah, like when you
anyway,
rolled the +8, yes, definitely. But
so I'm gonna say that 7 is probably like 1,000 at this point. So tell me what that looks like.
that's just the smite. That's not even the hit.
Yeah, that was just a smite. And
He explodes before you hit him with the sword.
The rush of power as the weapon. Wait, what is your weapon, Mel? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
A morning star.
Morning Star. As your like Morning Star is like coming closer to this creature, I just imagine it's like heating up with your rage, and the fact that you have been so
patient.
Not only patient, but also just like perditioned, right? Like road of hell through this, where you're standing in the door defending your party. They all run out the back, except for Torrent, by the way, except for Torrent, and they just abandon you to deal with like this onslaught, and you're just like, I've had enough, and you just come down, and as you hit it, I'm just imagining this like searing golden light hits the ground, and it just shatters, and like just in that like classic like defeating a vampire way where they like kind of turn to like ash and then shoot up to the sky. You just like eviscerate everything in front of you with this.
Beautiful. Now I'll be right back.
Now we'll be right back. Okay, so Torrent goes.
14 hits this guy?
14 does hit this guy. This guy's fucking really...
then that is 12 points of damage.
Hold on. I almost just took 12 points of damage off of you because I clicked on person. I do that. Okay.
Oh, you hit him? Well, actually,
actually,
it hurt you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, what the fuck?
That whole like rebuke spell thing.
Put that in like
powerful.
an anime or something, Tom. Get the fuck out of here with this shit in D&D.
No, I just meant like he had.
No,
those,
I know.
He had those set up ready for Hayden, because Hayden has dominate, and
Yes.
that's what he was ready for. He wasn't ready for all of you assholes being here. He also wasn't ready for all of you assholes being a level above where you are. But whatever. So,
Fucking cry about it.
but all right. So you did that. What else are you doing on your turn?
So there's that, and then there is a Sacred Flame. Dex save 14.
All right. Let's see. That's a D10. I'm not rolling. So that is a 12 total.
So 3 points of damage.
All right. What's the damage? Nope, that's not what should have just happened. So. What is happening with my fucking computer right now?
Welcome to the club.
I've never seen this happen. Okay, that worked. I hit -3 and it was like, you have 3 hit points. I'm like, that's not true. So I put it back up and I was like this. And it was like, okay. And so I hit like -3 again. It was like, oh, do you mean +3? Because here's what your hit points are. I'm like, what is happening? So anyways, okay. So Nim, that's the end of your turn. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. Morak, what are you doing?
Oh, this guy's still alive? Okay.
Oh, that's
yes.
the only ones.
Yes, he's the only one.
Firebolt. Well, that hits.
It does hit.
That and one more necrotic damage, so 7 points of damage.
Okay. Give him one of these at this point. Okay.
Cool. And I'll
All right.
move
Anybody got anything else left that they're going to do?
Besides me, does anybody need healing?
I was gonna
Well,
say, did
To
King
be
do it?
honest, Chris, you still have your turn. Like,
Right.
you haven't gone yet.
Yes, I know.
There's several people on this field that need healing, including the combatants. So if you want to heal them, that would be great.
Are we concerned with movement, or are we just saying
Well, I mean, you can move your speed, or you could double move, but
I double moved?
okay, then yeah. You remember that you could just like with your athletics, you can just jump over. I have no problem with that. Like there's other characters on Ice Make rolls, but you're good.
Would you want to be there just in case he goes to move?
Yeah.
Provocability. Okay.
All right, so Chris, you move there. Are you doing anything, or is the double move the end of your turn?
Double move end turn.
Okay. All right, I think that's everybody, right? Nobody's being forgotten.
Now's your chance.
Now's your
Time's
chance. All right. Well, Coralrack,
You son of a bitch!
he's dead. The soldier is dead.
Dead.
Boreas is the only one left.
D-E-D.
And Boreas has to roll a check now because he's starting his turn, right?
Correct.
Oh, that's a fail. That is a
Ho
fail.
ho 12.
Okay. Really torn right now. What I want to do. I mean, like, I'm sorry. I'm taking 12 points of damage. Like, no, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like,
I'm
it's
torn
not
whether-
like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Whether I
Like,
want to just fuck
think-
that, or be cool, take the damage, fine.
I think he was shocked when he tried to attack you with his claw last time, and whatever it was didn't hit. So he's going to step here to the left where the moonbeam is, and I'm going to try to move. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Back, and he is going to burning hands both you and Kane.
Kane. Okay.
Yes, and so both of you need to give me a dex save, and then I'll tell you what comes out of it.
There's no +4 yet. Oh, keep rolling. Fuck.
18.
Not
That is
18.
pass. What did you get?
It's not a pass.
No, I asked because it's not a super high save. That's why I'm asking.
7.
Oh shit! No, I'm sorry. Okay.
Right.
So I rolled 12 points of damage.
When all of the saves start at 8, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna give them 8.
So,
Plus,
alright,
I don't know, their whatever spell save and proficiency and whatever, but we're starting at 8, and it's like I didn't get there. It's like, okay,
Alright, so
yes,
Kane, you take
fail.
6 points of fire damage, and then Nim, you take 12 points of fire damage, and I need that con save to see if you maintain concentration on your spell.
I mean, fair. I do.
Okay. All right. And everybody's still up?
Just barely.
All right. Well, you know what? It is your turn, and I feel pretty strongly that you guys will, one way or another, finish this guy off this turn. So why don't you guys, as opposed to making rolls, just tell me how you finish this off? Boreas looks like when that flaming hand didn't take you out, Nim looks like he's ready to just like launch at you again in like a last ditch effort with that Wolverine claw in his hand. He's just like,
You don't deserve anything from Regicide.
and like
I need nothing from Regicide, and I want to move the moonbeam in between him and I as he charges at me, and let him melt his fucking face off.
Is everybody cool with that? No negatives. Okay. And as he launches himself, the moonbeam comes in, and he's like, I can't even feel it! And it turns into the dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
And in the background, the music starts, and it goes, I'd watch the world melt with you. As it goes away. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. And so with that, battle stops. Farmyard sounds. Kickback.
All right. We are checking. We are getting the fucking Wolverine claws. We're getting all of his fucking skulls. Mel is going back and getting that hammer off the wall.
You can't have any of it. You're all fucked.
Grabbing it.
You're all gonna
It's mine
die.
now.
Right. And then
In the aftermath. So shut up.
what?
Listen.
Don't
Shut
get
up,
all
shut up,
fucking
shut up.
pissy with me.
Kevin, I don't like pissing on people. Piss all over. Whatever? What? No. Anyways.
All right. Just go. If you have a scene to set it. Otherwise, let us fucking collect all of our fucking loot.
In the aftermath of the battle, before the assholes started talking, on the Inquisitor's body is a scroll tube that contains his orders to kill Hayden, so that the old wizard cannot reinforce the city. The message says explicitly, he is not needed. Do not take him on. Another note that you find on Boreas's body indicates that there are those in the Inquisition that knows that you, specifically you, Nim, and those around you, are headed for the Lyceum. And that though they may have avoided the Regisarian army, they will not be safe. For nowhere is beyond the searching reach of the Regisarian Empire. Kristen and Hayden come to you and say that you're right. This place, their farm, their home, their livelihood is no longer a place to stay. And that they will, if you are willing, will come along. And that Kristen, even though Hayden is a constant irritant, will go as far as to say that she can control him and make him a little bit less.
I mean, if he's under control, then absolutely.
Torrent kind of steps in and says, it's been a hard few days, for sure, but we really need to rest and then get going. And I think maybe with this battle done, we can rest here and then finally move the last pace into the Fire Forest. However, I do think that we should take the horses that we were given and send them back to Gate Pass. And with them leaving, we can cross the final charred bridge over the river and go into the Fire Forest.
Agreed.
Oh, kill the pony.
Excuse me. And so as far as stuff and things that you've acquired,
We have Wolverine claws, we know that.
you have Wolverine claws,
Warhammer.
but they are a melee weapon attack, so they basically use your strength. They're a
Yep.
+1 weapon to strength if you want to do it. But if you're not an Inquisitor, they don't give you the +1. That's how that works. And they only do 1d4 +2 slashing damage. However, you also find
All of that
on
doesn't matter. They're fucking cool.
Also, you find on Boreas's body 4 potions of healing, an Inquisitor's mask, and a pouch containing 73 gold.
I assume I'll just keep track of the gold as usual.
Works for me.
Cool.
If you also find on the orc that grew, Smiley, he has platinum chain armor that is worth 140 gold points, or gold pieces. And Hadron will tell you, as much as he is loath to admit it, that the warhammer that hangs in the house is a +1 warhammer.
You can sell that at a high price.
Or give it to
Sell
our
at a high
paladins
price,
or wreck.
or give me actually anybody who is trained in Arcana, aka you have your your
Proficiency.
proficiency. Thank you. I was going to say trained expertise, and that's not right. Proficiency in it. Give me that
Expertise is
check.
plus
Tell me what you
extra.
roll. Give me
It's
your
plus ultra.
Oh, damn it. It was on the 20.
Morak.
Rolled for a 6.
Morak, yeah, you could sell this +1 warhammer for probably a pretty penny, but you realize that in the right hands and with enough investiture, this weapon is way more and just a +1 for him.
Go on.
You also realize that the artwork in the house is worth a lot, like a lot, but it's going to be really hard to try to carry that, especially carry that through a place called the Burning
The Fire Forest.
because it's fucking a forest on fire.
All right, if the Wolverine claws are just kind of like mostly cool, I'll grab those. I'll start. I mean, now that this has happened, all I'm thinking is I'm gonna be gathering Inquisitor weapons, or Inquisitor items. What's the Inquisitor's mask do? Does that do anything, or is it just like a specific, like, oh, this is the mask of the Inquisitors?
So this is specifically named an Inquisitor's mask. You, as somebody who is part of it, know that each Inquisitor has a mask. Some of them replicate, like some of them are the same, some of them are different, but each Inquisitor chooses like an animal or a kind of totem that matches their style or brutality and goes with it. And so this particular individual, don't do that. This particular individual had this sort of like bear mask going on with these kind of like Wolverine claws as like a counterpart to it. But each Inquisitor, should you face them or see them, may have different levels of authority or divine power. Because you did see this particular Inquisitor stop spells in their tracks twice.
Yep. And none of the skulls, like, that he has and everything, they don't do anything?
They seem to be either like totems that were affinitive to him, or maybe were just claimed prizes from trials or things that he had to deal with.
So they weren't... Alright, so... Because I was thinking they were like magical things of some sort or whatever, but okay.
Was there anything else on any of the other guys? Like, any sort of special crossbows or any sort of thing like that?
There weren't anything special, but if anybody wants a crossbow... Yeah, if anybody wants a crossbow or a heavy crossbow, a short sword, a great axe, or a battle axe that aren't magical, those are available if you want to grab them.
I'll grab the crossbow.
Actually, you know what? Anyone who would be interested in finding thieves' tools can roll me an investigation check.
Oh.
But only if you're interested in finding.
That would probably be useful, considering I do have a proficiency in it.
With a 15, Savinus, you do find a set of thieves' tools that the goblin that Mel hit in the face with the door when she kicked the door open had as it was trying to pick the door open.
Cool.
Is there any other questions, concerns, comment?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Apart from the fact that if you look at the map, as I have it right now, it looks like some kind of weird clown face with the hills.
Did they have a, the one with the crossbow, did it have a crossbow bolt case as well as crossbow bolts, or just...
No, they just had a series of bolts. They didn't have the case.
How many bolts?
Again, they were ready to just take Hayden out and his daughter if need be, and then you guys happen to show up. So I think what we'll say is that you guys loot the bodies, take what you need, get a rest, a full night's rest.
Hey.
All back at. The rooster pecks Sylvanus in the face, so he only gets 2 minus. I'm kidding.
Oh.
But you get a full night's rest. Kristen and Hayden more reluctantly so, but Kristen more ardently so, is like, let's go, let's do this. You guys all set off and cross the last cindered bridge to the fire forest, moving your way into book 2, which I will show you the cover of the art. The cover art looks pretty cool. Just put it in Discord, and everybody is level 5. So it is
Hey.
11. It is a level. So it's 11:59
Good
right
talk.
now. I know we ran a little late, so let's we'll call it for the night. Next week we'll start off. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about level 5, ask some questions. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Let's start a new book, and we'll go from there. But congratulations, you guys have moved it through the first book of a multi-book campaign. You did not die. You defeated Boreas, and no one's dead yet. So good job. Also, you have multiple other party members, so good for you.
Nice. Hey TJ, maybe I'm thinking you'd be the one to ask. What would a like hand weapon be, like these Wolverine claws? What would that be called?
So I'll just tell you that they are a 1d4 plus strength weapon.
Yep. Oh, I know. I got that. Once it became something that is just like, yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna want to use these. That means they're just cool. And
Well,
since they're
so
Inquisitor things, then I'm definitely grabbing
ninjas
these.
used to have something called tiger claws that they would use, but they were curved inwards, and they were specifically for climbing wooden like things, so they could sink it into it and climb up that
Mhm.
way. So I mean, if you want to call them tiger claws, you call them tiger claws.
No, I'm worried about like what the actual specific thing is in 5th edition that would be the closest. Just so I can put them on the sheet.
I don't know that there is a thing, so I would just call them 1d4 claws and just go from there.
Yeah. Maybe if you're looking for, well, I guess it's not a dagger because it doesn't have those.
Right.
I'm all like, does 5e have stats for a katar? Like a katar is like a punching dagger, and so maybe that works.
When you hit weapons, there's a bunch of armbands, so I don't know if you want to just
I
consider
know.
like an armband one. But it's almost like a club. And then
Did you say it was a
laminate it.
plus? Was it a +1 though, Tom? You said.
It was not. It was not a +1.
You had said
This guy was a spellcaster that carried this as like a backup weapon, and had hoped when it got close to you that it could like get this moonbeam off its back to engage with you, and it failed. So
Knew there was
like-
gonna be a moonbeam.
it like I'm not gonna. This thing had the Boreas had 104 hit points, but you guys just kept like piecemealing it, and it couldn't attach itself to something to get rid of it, and you kept making your con saves, so the spells didn't go away. This fight could have been very different for a number of reasons, but it just ended up working out that way. In fact,
I was created to not lose my spells.
Well, no, but like to be honest, like I think that all of the casters running out the back door, although that sucked for Mel, was 100% the right move to make, because silence effed you all, and then getting around it one way or another just gave you the opportunity to like just start lobbing stuff at people because otherwise they were fully engaged with something else going on. So it just like you guys, I think that you guys ran that battle like really, really well. I like if I was in it, I doubt I would have like made a different decision than you guys did. So it was really cool, and you guys wrapped it up. You're at 5. So this next book is supposed to go to like 4 to 5 or 4 to 6, and so you guys will either starting at 5 will either go to 6 and 7 or 7 and 8. We'll figure it out. I just have to like read through it and do it. But good stuff, everybody. I hope everyone's still having fun. Like again, I know we ran a little late tonight, but I hope that this is a good time. So level your characters up, and we will chat about it next time. And I'm going to pause briefly because I have to go pee if anybody wants to talk about stuff, but I will be right back.
All right.
Destroy undead.
Might be a stretch, but do you think we can argue for level 17?
We can argue for anything we want.
It's true.
Yeah, we have to consider the DM. It's not me. Alright, so do I get spells?
Probably got a spell, but the big thing is our proficiency bonus went up.
3rd. I get 3rd level spells. That's the most important part. Because now I can have fucking guiding spirits or whatever the shit. Spirit guardians prepared.
I gave myself Dispel Magic so that at least there's something. But
Oh, that's always a good call.
proficiency being up is probably the big one for me.
Just remember that Dispel Magic is not Counterspell.
No. I figured it'd be something like Silence. The effect already being there, then removing that effect.
Nailed it. Yep. Nope. That's it in a nutshell. But I like my concern with Boreas was I didn't know what you guys were gonna, and if you got like real like big spell crazy right off the bat where he could observe it because he was kind of like hidden but watching, he was just gonna be like nope, because he had 2 of those per day, and that's pretty crazy.
What did he use them on?
There was a Dominate spell.
Yeah, he
that
fucking
Hayden
Hayden threw out.
Yep, and there was shit. What was the other spell?
Were they both the Dominate?
No.
Was it when?
Oh no, it was.
Hayden...
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hayden came around the corner of the building, and he went to cast Dominate again on somebody that was left. And
on
he was like,
him.
No, that's right. And he was
because
like,
he went to cast it on Smile, and then it was canceled. I thought Smile had canceled that. I thought he was the fucking big guy. But no, he was just literally the big guy.
He literally was the big guy. Yeah, it was fun. Like the way this battle was like spelled out was the idea is that they get the jump on you. And I was like, yeah, no. There's too many people in here to let that happen. So let's roll perception and see what happens. And you guys rolled like really good perceptions, which is what let you set that up. And I was like, okay, but I'm gonna let their reactions go when they happen. And Smile's reaction was when the door opens, you drink the potion and get big. So like, blah, 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 blah. Boreas's reaction was on your turn, immediately cast Silence door, but he doesn't cast silence before that. Like, he waits just in case the door opens and someone starts to cast. So I waited with that. And then on the back door, Karlarak, or whatever his name was as soon as somebody steps out of the door, attack them. And it was with like a crossbow, so it wasn't crazy damage, but it was like a D8 plus whatever it was. And I'm like, all right, I'll do some damage. And I roll for Kane as he steps out, and I roll a 6 and a 6. And I went, nope, none of that works. So it's like, it just sticks in the doorway next to you. But so be it.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I think that you guys, again, like I said, I think you guys ran a great fight. I think you guys did a great job. I'm excited to see where this goes next, because you guys are going into the opening like image is what looks like a giant stag on fire around fiery trees. So let's see what happens. But I think what I want to do, as you guys have asked for, is you guys are going to stay ahead of the curve of like what the level adjustments are. So you should be able to move through this pretty well. I also think that I'm gonna do the same thing I did for 1, 2, probably book 3 and book 4. We go, all right, we're gonna focus on all of this, because I want to make sure that people get to higher levels, experience the story, and don't get too bogged down by it. But at the same rate, like, I mean, we looked at tonight, and there was a chance that several people might have at least dropped to like a dying condition from it. So I think that this is going pretty well. If anybody tells me it's terrible, that's fine. I'll reconsider. But hopefully everybody's still having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrible, but I'm having a good time.
Thanks, Kevin. You're the best. You're the best.
Yeah, no, it's Inquisition guys. Gotta kill him.
I think last episode I may have revealed to you several other Inquisitors' names. I think I did that. Did I do that?
I don't think so. I think
I'll
you
have to
just
go-
kind of broke down this guy in particular because of
Okay.
like, oh, I know him.
All right.
Maybe you did, but
I
don't remember.
I do want to stress that with the whole like take the plot for a moment that is available to anyone. If there is something that I start to mention or something that you hear that I'm mentioning, let me know so that we can build to a plot point. But I think anybody can say, if they want to, based upon my background, I want to take control of this and tell a narrative, and then I'll reconstruct as is necessary. And so, Kevin, we had talked with the Inquisition that maybe that's like a person in the Inquisition that you have like a connection to, that you can convince to do something, or maybe it's just creating a diversion enough because of your like interaction to make a thing happen. So I think that with everybody's backstory and everything that's happening, just consider that. Like, maybe it never comes to effect, maybe it does, but just I'm very open to that sort of character plot point narrative concept that we talked about in session 0, and just let me know.
yeah, I almost wanted to try and throw something out for this when you were talking about the Inquisition stuff, but
I did. I
thought about it a little bit, and
go
that's
for
like,
it or not. And
yeah.
I went. I wonder if he wants to like hold back and just be like, and then by the time that like Boreas like showed up, because so many other player character like NPCs down at that point, that I'm like, I hope he doesn't burn it on this. Like that was my thought. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
there was a consideration, and then I'm just like, no, I don't feel like this is the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly. Right. Like I think that if you had
Well,
come around
especially
the
where
corner of the
it was him, a couple orcs, and then goblins and skeletons. It's just like, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
Well, no, of course, but also I just think if you had come from the building and like Mel and Torrent went down and something else happened, that maybe that's when you're like, I'm seizing the narrative right now and like go with it, right, and see what happens. So, but fortunately, because of I can't fucking believe it, but like I didn't like this is full disclosure. Apparently, I had advantage on con saves for for rolling against like losing concentration, and I only
Mhm.
rolled once, but I rolled a fucking 2, and like like even whatever my bonus is, it's not enough to pass it. So I just went, I lose it. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
I've
like,
got that advantage
No,
on the saves.
No,
for
what I'm
concentration.
what I'm saying is that like yeah, exactly, right. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that like even if I had rolled and passed like that particular con save and Hadron came around the building, if I had passed, that would have meant that silence was still in effect, and Hadron's like his first spell wouldn't have even mattered. Like he would have just burnt it because he was still in silence. So it's
Yeah.
so but whatever.
Well, now I have a +7 to my Constitution, and advantage. So,
Nice.
I just need to do more damage to you. That's all.
well, pretty soon we're gonna have 2 paladins with auras. That, I mean, I've already been staying pretty close to them, and you know when they split apart any amount at all, that just increases the area, as opposed to just creating an almost circular. Fuck.
Cone.
What is it called? The 2 circles.
A Venn diagram.
There we go. Thank you.
No problem.
I got caught in the middle, and I'm like, it's a fuck, I have no idea. I've lost the word. Yeah.
Venn diagram.
Also, for all
let's really
spellcasters,
wait before that's 3
Yeah.
circles. Wait, but what I do love is, excuse me, I just opened up roll 20, not roll 20.
Discord.
Thank you. And I'm looking at your notes. And the bottom note is scroll to kill Hadar. And I was like, no, there's no scroll to kill. Oh wait, there was a note. It was a note
Yeah.
to kill
It-
him.
Well, it was in the form of a scroll. It
I
wasn't.
know.
Level
I read
3
it-
scroll of kill Hadar.
I read it and I'm like, no, that doesn't exist. You cannot use that. That is not a thing. So, I'm like,
if you ever step out of line, don't fucking forget,
I
buddy.
literally read it and I immediately was like, wait. And I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, no, that's why they sent an Inquisitor to kill him.
Yeah.
It's not because they had a scroll to kill him. So anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, but you
alright,
have to be within
listen,
60 feet to use the scroll.
But anyways,
That's
all right.
that's the one stipulation.
All right. So I hope, as I said, I hope everyone's having fun.
Yep.
I also, if people have the availability, either on the 20th or the 27th, it would be a really great send off to a place that's been a really it's literally been a
It's been the juice place.
it's been no, you know what? It's been a haven, right? Like it's just been a place that I've gone to for the last. We've been living here for 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is, and it just like like their hours aren't always great, and this, that, and the other thing, and I think they charge too much. But at the same rate, it's just.
Service is kinda shit. They need to work on the cleaning. I'm glad they sold.
But at the same rate, it's just been like Tarn and I first went there after we.
It's
played
a dive
on,
bar, but it's your
playground.
dive bar.
I wish that was the case, right? Like when I lived in Massachusetts, I had that. Now I live in Maine, and it's like
When all the
People
bars are
open-
dive
no, it's
bars,
just
what's
like,
a dive
these
bar?
people opened a restaurant, and my grandparents never went there, so fuck them. They're just gonna die. That's how this is. It's just like Maine is just like, it's a nice place. Like, it's a nice place, but as far as like culturally accepting and saying, let's grow friendship and connections, this place fucking sucks. Like, that's just what it is. But that said, Tarn and I have had a great time there. Like, I literally like texted with the owner tonight, and I was like, I had an idea for another like bar handle for like bar tap for you, and apparently
For
I
a
should stop
week.
that. And so we just kind of laughed about it and did whatever. But if on the 20th or the 27th, if people can come up, they've given us a table in the back room we can go and have an adventure at and go. And so whatever that adventure is, down, whether I'm running it and playing it, let's do it and make it happen. Because I've never played or run a game in a
An actual tavern?
an actual brewing, like a brewing arena, right? Like this is where people brew. Like, we're not playing at like the bar. We're playing where all like the mashing tubs and all of that is. That's what this is. So.
And like I said, I mean, if we can solve some things, I can run pirates. And Jen, I know you're muted, and you're the only one here who's not a pirate, but you are.
Could be, though, very
But shit,
easily.
if you can come
Very-
up for a pirate,
You
come
are
up and be a
very
pirate.
welcome. I've already invited her to Saturdays.
Saturdays are
To be a
rough.
pirate. Jen would make an excellent pirate
She really would.
What makes
She
you
really
say
would.
that?
because
Oh,
you're a
Exactly.
fun
You're
player.
part of it the other way, so, yeah,
If Saturdays open up, I will definitely let you guys know. I haven't forgotten. It's always on the potentiality list.
Well, listen, if you ever want to just bring your family to Maine in like the next 2 Saturdays and
Yeah.
come up and be like, go explore Maine, we'll see you later, and stay in the Portland area, I have plenty of things we can make this happen. So.
Okay.
But
I already looked at those
unfortunately,
2 dates, the 20th and the 27th.
yeah, unfortunately, the owners of Falmouth Brewing are they like, as I told Kevin today, they were approached by a buyer. It was another brewer, so it's gonna be another brewery. That's great, but and they were like, here's a bunch of money, and they looked at the money and were just like,
Okay.
Well,
that's pretty good. That's really good, and we don't have to deal with problems anymore. So okay, and I don't blame them. It just sucks because like this was like it was just it. You know what? In the end, in like the end and the beginning of all this, it doesn't fucking matter, and that is the pretext for any and all things. But since moving to Cape Elizabeth and trying to find, a normalcy or a routine, Thursdays went to the lemonade store because they started lemonade. The owners had a daughter who was literally like a month as far as date from Tarn. We did coloring. We talked about carving wood. The owner recently just gifted me like a carving knife that I started working with, and it just was. It felt like I had found like residency, right? And the sort of disapparation of that is frustrating because, as everyone has heard since I've moved to Maine, this place is fucked up. Like, it's just like, it's so nice to go and ski and like run outside and be like, I'm in nature. And then every other fucking
And
aspect
people.
of this goddamn state is a shit bomb. Like, that lasts like 4 seconds and then goes, we weren't here since 1860, sorry. So it's just fucked up. So whatever. Also, next week I have to fly to Orlando, Florida, to give a presentation to a bunch of people, don't understand things, specifically about money laundering, but whatever. And I am.
It's when you put it in the dryer.
Yeah, exactly. What you do is it still wet? Dry it again.
But not on hot. You have to put it on delicates, or else you burn the money.
Do you still see stain? Put it back in the washer. Nailed it.
OxyClean.
But that said, super excited to start book 2 next week. So yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Fun time.
Nice.
But all right. Everyone have a lovely rest of the week, and don't burn stacks. Don't burn stacks.
Don't burn fast stacks out
I mean, if you want to burn fast stacks.
on the corner with drugs.
Oh! Kevin, why don't we just go find like an scream school and ask questions?
You know, I'm actually.
Goddamn, what a goddamn fucked up moment that was. Oh.
Hey, random people who are just standing here.
So if no one knows this story, several years after Kevin and I used to train together on regular, we were like, we should find another school we should train at. And we found a school that was in the kind of the South Boston region, but it wasn't South Boston. It was actually closer to where where field day happened. But that's also near to a bunch of other bullshit. That's basically the best way to say it. And so Kevin drove down from New Hampshire, and I took a train down because I worked in Boston. Got off, and we went over to where the school was, and we came to this building that looked like this bunker. That's probably burnt out bunker was maybe the best way to put it. There were some curtains, so maybe it wasn't fully burnt out. And there were 2 people sitting at a table in front of the entryway to this building that we had read was where you could practice eskrima. Eskrima is a Filipino martial art that uses sticks and knives.
Nightwing.
Interested in getting involved in that. And so we went down, and Kevin and I walked up to this building, and there was no sign. And the people at the table looked
nothing.
at us, and we looked at them, and I forget what was said. I forget what the initiating salvo. But
I mean, it was probably something very
it was like,
I was
you,
probably
I hate you. Yeah, no, that
no,
but,
absolutely
but,
not. Like, it was just like these 2. It's like, hey, do you guys know of like a martial arts school, like an eskrima school? It's like a martial art.
That was the second part, because the first statement was, "Do you know where blanky blank is?" And that was when one of the 2 individuals that was at the table put their hand behind their back to start to draw something out. And I said, or maybe it was you, it could have been either of us, maybe it was both of us, and we were like, whoa, we're trying to find a goddamn eskrima school here right now, and there's no fucking signs, so what's up with that? And the person put their hand back and was like, yeah, they don't play here anymore, was what that was. And Kevin and I were both like really bummed out, because we were like, this was going to be our next training school,
Right.
And that didn't work out. But also, you know what? Sometimes just be cool. Just be cool.
But then I think what ended up happening is we probably left. I know we left. We went back to my car, and it's just like, all right, well, let's get a drink. It's like, yeah, let's get a drink. So we went to drink, and then we were talking, and it's just like, let's try. Hey, how about this random thing? It's a fucking ninja school. It's like, you wanna do practice being a ninja? It's just like, I don't know what's involved. It's like, I don't fucking know what's involved either. You wanna try it? And it's like, sure, we could do like a class. And I'm fucking obsessed with it. and I haven't gone since fucking COVID. And like I really need to go back because it is such a mind fuck. I'm going to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at Louis' school next week. Louis isn't teaching, but someone else is teaching at the school. But I'm going there again, so Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is back on the table, and then I need to start getting back to ninjutsu.
So my daughter today and then throughout next week, Tarn is on school vacation. But starting next week on Wednesday, she has swim class, and then we've signed her up for this sort of like intro to martial arts. And so tonight she was like, "Dad, we need to talk about martial arts." So, all right, let's talk about. I mean, I've been waiting I've been waiting the last 5 years.
Exactly.
Let's talk about this. And she was like, "What's this all about?" And I went, "You've been like the biggest. Like I haven't been pushing this at all. So the fact that you were an advocate for this, great." And so she goes, "All right. Can you tell me what martial arts is all about?" I'm like, why did you want to do this if you didn't? Okay, sure. I said, so martial arts is a way to defend yourself, but it's also a way to recognize how another person is off balance. She goes, "Dad, I don't understand." I said, so let's check this out. So we started with Goknik Singh. Anybody else? Yeah, Goknik Singh. We know this? Yes?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
The only reason that this D&D group exists is because of karate. All right. Some of us get it. Moving on. I've tried doing it with Kelton. I've gotten like
TJ,
5 minutes
like,
and then nothing.
You know. Hopefully TJ knows. And so basically what this means is at your bachelor party, Eric, you're going to learn Goknik Singh. That's what this is. And then for the rest of your life, anytime you find a pole or a tree, you're going to want to practice this. That's all this is. That's all.
Oh, is this the fancy you're switching around in order to do different blocks and whatnot, strikes?
No, this is forearm strikes to make sure you're not off balance and you can overpower someone.
Okay.
Or the 7 stars is what it is. So I started my daughter doing the Goknik Singh tonight, and after like the 4th movement, she's like, "Dad, this is boring." I was like, "Okay, well then do this. Make yourself as strong as you can." She was like, "Okay." And I went, "So you're really strong here." She goes, "Yes." I went, "What about over here?" And I just put like a finger into her side, her leg, and she fell down. And she goes, "Dad!" I went, well, let's figure out how this works. So get up again. So get up. Make yourself strong. So you took a different stance. Yes, strong. I was pretty strong. And I was like, "What about right here?" Boop. And she fell over and she was like, "Dad, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm showing you how this stuff works. Martial arts is the idea of saying, where are you strong? Where are you weak? Let's play this game." She's like, "Dad, you're always strong." I was like, "I'm not always strong." And I was like, "You gotta find the point." So I like stood in like Okinawan pigeon toe stance, and I was like, where am I weak? And she got real mad. She's like, "You're not weak anywhere." I was like, "I am, but you have to find it." And then she put it in one point, and I fell over, and she was like, "Oh!" I was like, "Exactly. You have to find the point. That's how this works." And there's a part of me that goes, my daughter's going to be like, "I don't give 2 poops about this, and it doesn't matter." And there's another part of me that goes, my daughter's going to be amazing and can protect herself. That's where I'm at. So I don't know.
Cool. Fun
Yeah.
times.
Find a Louis up in Maine, because
I know.
I mean, he only teaches the kids, but damn, is he excellent at it.
I think my favorite Louis memory of all time was Louis was getting ready to go train at it was like it was like a jujitsu competition or something along those lines, and he was like, I need you to just be as physical with me as you possibly can. And I was like, all right, let's play this game. And I just remember that like we were grappling, we were doing whatever, and I just picked him up, like I squatted, like grabbed both of like his like the two like folds of his gi, and picked him up, and he went to wrap me up, and I just like threw him on the ground, and it knocked the wind out of him, but he stayed with me, and I picked him up again, and I went to do it again, and as I did it again, he just choked me out. And I was like, yeah, like this was not a win story for me, but like the first move, I was
It's
like,
never a fucking win story with him.
yeah, well, no, that you know what? That's not true. I think that like I remember training with Louis as he first started training with grappling, and I think that Louis was a person who was very like attuned. That's a good word. Attuned to it. Like I remember like Thursday nights grappling, and this was before that, like where the school you guys started going to was in
Right.
old school and all that. It just like Thursday night
Because it
grappling
was always
just,
Friday
like,
over there.
yeah, or maybe it was Friday. It was just bodies throwing at bodies, right? And
Yep.
and you could tell that there were people working on techniques, and there were people that were just like,
Trying to fucking survive because they were a teenager against adults. Yes. There were some of those too.
Okay. But there was but there was also people who were just like the only way. You know what? Like I think of, I can't remember his name, but like at the ninjutsu school, there was this dude that was like, you gotta prep yourself for the street. Prep yourself for the street. He was a short guy, black hair. He was a red belt while I was there.
Glenn?
Maybe it was Glenn. I don't know, but like.
I think
Those-
it began with a G.
Those were the people that we were like, let's grapple, that like immediately either won or lost based on what they did. And it just like, if they did not grab or like put a hold or do whatever, they were completely lost because they were like, do something, and it was what it was. But I also fully remember, and this may have been like pre other people and whatnot. There were people that came in that were quite rotund, and I remember like grappling with people and like locking them up and then locking my legs like across like their midsection, and people like tapping out immediately, and I'm going, I don't even have a hold. What am I doing? Like I don't.
Right.
In the same way as like Kevin when we went out to like Cincinnati, you know, suburbs of Cincinnati, like people that were like, oh my goodness, you touched my collarbone, what happened? Oh, what? Like it just,
Right.
it
Just like not ready for like, wait, what if I actually did something to you at all?
what if I actually like did this and then punched you, or did this to hurt? So
Like just like put any pressure on you at all, and then it sucks. I mean, it like literally we were the only two doing anything at all there, and then just everyone's
I'm
just
pretty
like,
sure we were the only two. Yeah, but anyway,
I mean, and it was. You out?
what happened?
I don't know.
Huh?
All right. No, he interrupted us, and I don't know if he said night, gentlemen. And it's like, yeah, that's fair. TJ and Jen already just went, dude, fuck it. These guys are just talking. And that's fair.
That is fair.
All right,
Fine.
we're out.
We
Yeah,
are, but
bye.
You know what?
Yeah.
All right.
No
good
hard
stuff.
feelings.
Listen, hey! I hope you're still having fun with this.
Yeah, what was I gonna say though? Cincinnati. I remember when fucking that was so fucking funny because there was the one where there was the pressure point at like not your collarbone but like your neck and like shoulder. I don't know if you remember this, but you were supposed to be behind and you press in on it, and you dug into mine. And I'm like, and I dropped down. Like, instinctively, I bent my knees to get away from it. And then just... I dropped down and then I just drove back with my legs, and we just went 10 feet back, and I slammed you into the wall.
Oh, I remember. Oh no, I remember.
It was just like a, hey Tom, whoops.
No,
like sorry to you, sorry to the dojo. Like, yeah, I know we both get it, but also like, oops, I could have broken the fucking wall by accident of just not intentionally defending against this attack. She's like, ow, you motherfucker! Bam.
I feel like as much as I'm not casting any derisions with this statement towards what the folks in like Nashua are working towards, right? I see, like with you, like went and saw and interacted and did what, and 100% am on board with. I also think that it's just like that whole idea of the dude that was in a band that was there. It was just like every time you threw a punch at him, it was like, oh, you're tracking. I'm like, dude.
Dude,
it
I've
doesn't
yelled at you about
matter.
this before. I need Tom Fawcett at that fucking school so that I can have someone who actually works with me, as opposed to like, hey, I didn't feel the same thing that I felt from Dennis when you did it. And it's just, no, whatever. All right, let's just go. And it's like, but you're not fucking doing it right. I literally am always the one that punches at Dennis, and he causes this feeling. I'm not changing my punch for you. You're changing how I am instinctively reacting.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it, but it's like, this is what I'm feeling. With you, I could do that, and it would just be like, oh, okay, and you're trying to work on it, as opposed to like, yeah, whatever. It's like, bitch, you're a fucking black belt. And whatever. I get it. It's all mind-melting shit. I'm a fucking blue belter. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm honestly a white belt, because I don't know shit about any of what's ever happening. But with you, we could both be lost together, but also could grow and start working on it, because there were so many times where working with you specifically, things just went click. It's like, oh, this, and you're like, oh yeah. And I know you're not just bullshitting me, because it's not just like a, yeah, just does this make you feel good with it? It's just like, shut up. All right, I'll slam you into the wall. You know that.
Like 100%. Like that. Like I found this. Like I found this. Like the longsword thing. I did that for like a hot moment, and they were like, yeah, well, Monday nights are our night cap, but we don't really send people to that, and also you have to go to Thursday nights. I'm like, well, my wife teaches on Thursday nights, so I can't do it. Well, we'll see who is available. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing then? Like, I'm not gonna come to leftover night because, like, I just, whatever. I just, like, I think that Maine is a nice place to live, and Maine has a lot to offer, but it just fucking drives me so crazy that, like, so I was thinking about it today, I literally sent a picture of the cup I just made for Tarn to Craig, who is one of the current owners of Foulmouth, and I was like, hey, I just made this for Tarn. Let me know, because I can, like, you know, I can make another one of these for Beatrice or Matilda if you want me to, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, man, that's really cool. I love it, blah, blah, blah. Have you heard the news? Are you on social media? And I'm not. Like, I'm just not.
Right.
And his response is like, so, yeah, we're selling the business, we're closing down end of the month, and then that's it. Your friendship has been really great, and I'm so happy that we've had all the times we have together. And I'm just going, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you, like, again, like nothing against you, Craig and Julia and family. Like, go do what you need to do, but, like, what the fuck is going on with this fucking state, right? Like, I live in Lewiston. I make friends, like the two people who run a brewery. We go, I help them, I do all these things. One of them dies in a car wreck, and then the other one is like, I can't deal with this shit. Closes down. So we leave Lewiston, I moved to Cape Elizabeth, which is this nice town that doesn't have a fucking bar. Okay, that's weird, but okay. Find this place that I've been using as like not only just a place to retreat to, but also something to do with Tarn, and oh my god, it's just so fucking stupid. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't, like, this state just fucking doesn't make sense to me. But that's me complaining, and I'm sorry.
No, dude. I want to fucking. It's not that specifically, but I get the fucking frustration. All I want, I've been thinking like lately, it's like, damn, what could we fucking just do? Like, what, how much money do I make? How much money could a business make?
Yeah.
Like, right now I'm making $70,000 a year. And like, at my most, I was making 100, when I was working with my dad, when we were at like our prime. It's just like, not earth-shattering numbers. It's just like, could we not come up with a business that fucking kills it? Like, seriously, with the people that we have available to us, we can't come up with something that we don't have to go crazy.
Yeah. How do we find a thing?
We don't have to create something new. What if we just made a fucking bar?
Well, wait. Well,
like,
okay.
that's not new. That could make money.
Wait. I want to take a moment. Because I 100% sent you a drunk moment. Well, it wasn't drunk, but it was like intoxicated moment as I was dealing with something else. So, lots of.
And you'd be a way better coworker.
Shut the fuck up. Also, you're true. But anyway.
No, see? Look at that. That's infinitely better.
No, it doesn't. No, you know what? No, that's not always true. But
you're proving my point.
But here's what.
No, absolutely. I'm a fuck too. Are you serious? I get it. No, but that's what we need. We need to be fucks to each other. Like, no. Honestly, this is a business this time.
So shut the fuck up
but
and listen to the concept. Okay.
I am. Go then, Jesus. This business is working out well.
I love that you just called me Jesus. It makes me sing. But so listen, there are.
Grow that hair.
I did, and then it fell out, and now I can't. But
I know. I know. I had that with COVID.
So here is my idea. So the whole like actual play thing, I think, is played out. Not in the sense that there won't always be adventures that people can play through, and that we don't have an interesting group that can play through them. But if you play through a Pathfinder adventure and you want to report it and have Pathfinder sponsor it, costs you $1,000 a year. And that's crazy. I can only imagine that D&D is equal, if not more insane than that. But the one thing that people always want to do is have a unique experience, right? So if you guys come up to Maine, or even if it's just you, and it's you and me in the back room, and I fucking do a thing, maybe this is like the inaugural like recording of this. We need to do something unique, right? That's what people want to do. I don't want to just show up and do some bullshit. I want to do something unique. And so what my thought is I don't know, maybe this already exists, but I don't know of people who just do world building. But world building and say, here you go, world. Do you like what we just created? If you listened in, write it down. If not, we're going to put it in a shop with a write down of what we just created and buy it for $1. Do whatever. And the idea is that like once a month, you, me, some other people, whoever, we sit down and we create another world. Maybe it's something very like targeted as far as a scenario. Maybe it's a world with like gods and elements and whatever. But the idea is that we just do the brainstorming and say, here's what we're calling Earth 616. Here's what we're calling, like Toral. Here's what we're calling Spagnagium, whatever. But the idea is that it's just once a month the creation of a universe or the start of a universe. And if people want to come back and interact, do whatever, great. And if they don't, that's fine too. But the idea is that our discourse, like our communication about the creation of this new world, is the podcast. And then whatever that turns into, like the notes from that, that's the sellable product. Because we're not reliant on 5th edition. We're not reliant on Pathfinder. We're not reliant on D&D. We're not reliant on Blades in the Dark. We're just saying, tonight we're going to talk about a world that is shadowy and has... And if you ever want to suggest to us, the listener, a place to build, then let us know. And then we'll go through it. And whatever that incorporates, like before the show starts, maybe that's dice rolls, maybe it's whatever, we figure it out and we do it, and that's it. And like once a month we do this, but we create something that then creates a product that people will say, oh shit, that was pretty cool, I want to buy that. I want to buy like at least the notes about that. I think that that's really where the potential money marker is for this, because if you're creating a world with new gods, new scenarios, new whatevers, that's outside the realm of people's copyrights. And then you just go from there.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much of a market is for that stuff, though, too. I mean, I feel like the thing that comes into my mind, and again, this is just, maybe just stupid kind of thinking of like, because TJ's birthday, it was at like this big video game place and everything, but having like a bar and then having like D&D nights where like Tuesdays, and having like a bar event where it's like run like a group of like whoever wants to join in, at different tables, having different scenarios, and having just like, let's get fucking hammered and let's go.
First of all, I love the idea, but I think that requires physical presence and
yes, exactly. The thing that we're selling with that is the experience and the alcohol.
I think that's the build, right? Oh my god, I can't use words. Hold on.
No.
Okay, so tonight, before dealing with several other things, I was like, you know what I haven't heard for a while? I want to find out what Tom Cardy is up to. And I went to what's the Tom Cardy YouTube page, and this and this, and there's a bunch of fun videos of this and that. And the most recent video is that there is a Australian comparison to what Critical Role is, and the people that are doing that or something that's sort of like similar to that they're all like, we can't run it, and they're like, and Tom Cardy and a friend of his are like, we can do it. And so they made a whole video about how ridiculous it is that they're doing. And so I think that if you can generate support behind an idea, whether it's an adventure, concept, or whatever, then there is a buildable output that can go with that. And my thought is that if we just have, and when I say we, I mean specifically, I mean you, me, TJ, and then I kind of throw it out there. Who else is going to be part of this? But let's talk about, because of our kind of exposure to RPGs, etc., what are some good ideas that are outside the realm of what exists, right? Let's just make a world. Let's make a city. Let's make a a city-state. Let's make a continent. And the idea is that we're like, as a group, we decide upon, and all based on dice rolls, like who makes the call, who does whatever. That same idea that like you and I did that night, as far as like, I forget what the system was that I got for Christmas one year, but like the idea of like just designing a city based upon, let's develop a history, let's develop let's do this, and then just say, hey everybody, here's the city of, like Hadrocon. Here's the city of like Untold Chains. Here's the city of like Westermost, whatever it is. And we create these things, and if people enjoy it enough, we can just reach out to that group and say, who wants to see an adventure run in the city? And then between the people who have created it, etc., we can just map out an adventure and then just say, if anybody's interested, we can just give you this adventure and say what it is we like created or presented or whatever. And the whole idea is that like if people are interested in these like world building events, because honestly I feel like people are going, if you're not giving it to me, I don't want to spend the time to figure out myself. And I'm not saying that as a negative thing, kind of a negative thing, but at the same rate, it's like, let's do it. Like, I was walking to the bus stop with my daughter, with Tarn today, and I just went, and Tarn said something, and I was like, oh, it's because the water gods are making us do this. And she goes, what are the water gods? And I was like, well, I mean, there's a couple of them. One looks like a giant big porpoise, one looks like a big like octopus, one looks like a man who has like seaweed coming out of his armpits. There's a lot. Like, what do you want to do with that? And she goes, are you serious? And I was like, we can be as serious as you want right now. So I just think that the creativity that we have and the sort of like interaction that we have, especially with like the negativity, right? You're just like, you know what, Tom, that's a good joke, but also not laughing. Like I'm thinking along those lines, that trying to just make a show that just is like the world builders, like something as simple as that, to just say, listen, every time we meet, and we meet like once a month, we all have our recording, whatever we need to have, and we record like about an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour. We develop a scenario, and then at the end, if you didn't want to listen all the way through, like within the next like 2 to 3 weeks, we put something on DriveThruRPG that describes what we did. And if somebody buys it on there, great. If they don't, whatever. But then like the next month we go, let's do this. And I don't know anyone who's doing world building like that beyond saying, I'm building a project, this is my new world, etc. We're just spitballing ideas. And I think that that's a really good way to kind of tap into a lot of the shit and stuff that's going on.
See, as far as what comes to mind in my mind, sure, I was gonna say my head, but then it was just like wrong, but now it's just stupid because I said mind into my mind. So it's what's already me is thinking is, I mean, kind of who cares about the world, you know? Pirates isn't cool because the world. Pirates is cool because the guys who are fucking in it. You know? It's the story. It's who's there. The whole, everything that you can search. Anytime that something comes up and you're able to go, well, actually, these guys in history are like this, because you know some of the background of the different things with the fucking, as we're starting to get into the Audiugs. I know that was one that, as we were kind of, I had thrown them out at some point in one game that I had, you know, played it, maybe, or run. Maybe it was like a one-shot thing or something. But you were just like, oh, I know these things, like a little bit, I think. And it's just like, it's that cool thing where it's like those, you know, like a whole history. And with Pirates, it's like, You know that there's the captain or there's the captains and the vice admiral and the admiral, and you guys have met them, and you guys have run into some of the bigger enemies, and you've come out on top, but you know that they're part of a bigger power. But the only reason that matters is because you did it. So it's like,
So, yeah, no. So I see what you're saying. I think that like the idea though is your build for pirates, right, is based upon us as characters. Like this is not how do I say this? This is not negative, right? This statement isn't negative. The concept is you built pirates and the world around pirates around the players so that it all did that. What I'm saying is I think it would be cool if there was like an outlet that just said every month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is, here's another genre outlet, or not genre outlet that says here's some gods, here's some locations, here's some stuff, have at it, right? Like, and we as a group are just like, what are we going to talk about this week? Are we going to talk about pirates? Are we going to talk about like spiritual entities? Are we going to talk about this? Are we going to talk about that? And what would be cool about it? And it would give the kind of like world builders podcast, I'm putting that out there as like a tentative name, like some ideas, right? Like, and the other idea is that like, so after a while, like, yeah, people start to run out of ideas because, you know, creativity and whatever. But like, if we invite people from other resources to come in, we're just like, oh, you're talking about like space monkeys. Well, what are great ideas? What's a space monkey's god? Like, where does a space monkey want to live? Like, you know, like just I'm using this concept, but like, we just sit down, have a dialogue, put some ideas down, and then whatever comes up with like the core basics, like gods, locations, destinations, positive, negative, etc. Like, we just come up with a list and we just do it, and then just put it out there and say like, listen, here's what we have. Maybe we sketched out a map, maybe we didn't. Here's some concepts, and it really puts the idea beyond the concept of saying like, what edition are you in, what game are you in. No, here are some ideas. Like, you as a GM out there or a DM out there, what is it that you want to run, and have we touched upon that? And if we have, check out what we have, and it costs like $1 or $2 to download, and you do whatever, and then you go from there. And if you want to be a Patreon and sign up and tell us an idea that we want to jump into, let's do it. And then if you tell us we did a bad idea, then maybe we'll go back to it another time. I think that like with the sort of over saturation that like actual play has, but also with the knowledge that there is this like a consumptive audience that's out there, we should do that. Because what I've noticed recently is there's a company called Battle Zoo who's literally just creating more and more and more stuff for Pathfinder 2nd Edition that's outside of Paizo's purview, and it's great, but it's just like, okay, at some point just calm down and that's enough. The idea of saying, here's a bunch of settings and let's look at it, I think that's got some potential. But I have to pee, so I'll be right back.
Nice. Actually, it's perfect. Hold on.
I'm back.
All right. I'm here
But-
as well. But I mean, I like my idea is definitely, like you said, physical. Like, how awesome would it be if we were just, running a bar, and then we could just
shit,
have
dude,
D&D nights.
100%.
Like
So that was
that-
what, so that was what Murph and Mike and I started out to do. Just be like, let's in 10 years open a bar. Let's throw $50 a month into it and make it happen. And I today I had a conversation with an employee because I had to do like their mid-year, and I gave them like a brief a brief background about like this whole thing about like how Falmouth closing is a problem and whatnot, and they were just like, well, you make enough as like a supervisor, you should just buy this. And I just was like, are you fucking serious? Like, do you not know what I make? Like, yes, I make more than you, but it does not mean that I make so much money I can just be like, oh, here's like $1.5 million to buy an established building, like, or business, or both. Like, are you fucking serious? So, I get it.
yeah. But I mean, is it worth looking at? Like,
No.
I mean,
In
let's
this case,
let's put a
no,
business plan together.
Wait, hold on. So first of all, I love what we're starting right now. But second of all, no, because apparently the it's already been a binding contract. Like, it's already been sold. So.
Oh no. Not that one in particular. No. I'm talking just in general.
Listen, here's what I've got. I am at year 17 or 18, whatever. Basically, I've got less than 15 years, and then I can retire. And my goal right now is that when I retire, I am going to go work as in a locksmith shop. I'm gonna get trained, and I'm gonna go be a locksmith because it's a decent profession that I can work hours that I want and just go do what I want. But that said, I have always wanted to have a pub somewhere, and I live in a town that doesn't have a pub, and I want to have a pub. So if that is ever anything that we want to have more conversations about, I'm 100% on board. I every Thursday I go to a pub with my daughter, and I sit down with the owner and his daughter, and we play games, and it just is a way to connect to the work that I just this goddamn fucking state doesn't do on a regular basis, and it drives me insane. Like, it just makes me so crazy that I left Massachusetts and New Hampshire, where I had people everywhere that was like, what are we doing this weekend, whatever. And now it's just, I look at my wife and I just go, what are we doing this weekend? She's like, we're gonna go food shopping, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and then that's it. And I go, oh my god, what is this? So it's just weird. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the market is out there, but if we could put a bar together that makes us
listen,
enough money, where it's just
a bar is a permanent establishment that needs both a locality, a drive rate, etc.
Oh, absolutely.
What I'm saying as a build up to that, though, especially since the last time we were talking about
it has to make sense,
podcast, etc. Is right. I just think that the idea of giving people the access to worlds, right? I don't think people are stupid. I don't think people are incapable of imagining, but I think that we've kind of moved our, at least in the US, are culturally towards a place where it's like, if it's not immediately available to click on buttons and make it happen, it's not relevant, right? I've talked about this with you and other people. It's just like I remember D&D being this like thing where you had to roll dice, and then if you didn't have books, you didn't know about stuff. And now it's just, if you haven't given someone else enough money, you don't have access to it, as opposed to actually buying a book, carrying it with you, and bringing it to a table. And so that's why I'm thinking like the idea of creating worlds that anyone could use, and just literally calling ourselves like any worlds or something like that, where we bring people in from wherever and just say, let's like help us make something interesting that people might want to check out. I think that's got potential to it. Maybe you don't, maybe whatever, but I feel that makes anything that could happen from that point on outside the realm of saying, well, this is Paizo, well, this is D&D, well, this is like, like Far Rider or whatever, like the different groups are that are out there. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
we're just creating interesting concepts. And if you want to buy them, you want to listen to it, you want to do whatever, then let's do it. And then we build from there. I think that's an idea to explore. The other idea of saying, let's have a bar where we do stuff, and then, we have DMs that run games or do whatever. 1000%, I think that's great. I just feel like if we try to do that right now, I can't commit, because I'm literally running 2 fucking shops and doing this at the same rate. So,
Well, we'd have to figure out any of what's going on before anything has to be committed to anyway.
No, no.
What would
I
be
know
the
what you mean.
concept?
I was, yeah, that was just me, just like speaking out loud, just saying like, I'm literally like, I'm being like,
I'm not in a position to commit. And
No, I know. Like, I'm
but-
on a detail, like managing people, being told I also have to like evaluate people that I haven't seen in 3 months behind me, and my brain is like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
but also, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I just like, I don't know. It is what it is, but
oh, absolutely.
all right. So let's do this. Let's do this. First and foremost, let's double check on Saturday and find out either the 20th or the 27th if people are available.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not, I will throw it up to some folks that I know. And if it isn't, and you are free on one of these days and can come up, I can offer you a couch and or a bed and a solo adventure that I will put together, and we will go do this if you are cool with that. So.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's something where it's like, if that can work out, excellent.
All right. Well, that said, it's 1 a.m. Should probably find out if my daughter has already lost her bedroom and is in my bedroom. Find out. But
Nice.
also,
Yep.
tomorrow I have off because she is off because next week school is off, and let's go from there. But
Nice.
all right, everybody. All right.
All right.
Talk to you later. All right.
Later.